Jackson Bennett. Head coach Justin Pugh, assisted by Mark Fox, Ken Harshell, Jimmy Pugh, Craig Boland, Micah Carter. Night is Hall of Fame night. Got some Hall of Famers going in, recognizing them at halftime. A lot of good Bobcat fans out tonight to see the game.
Just count. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Summers County High School. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas, hosted by Roger Bennett as well. We're about to go live here in just a few minutes. The Summers County Band is about to do a little bit of a pregame show here before we start this evening. I will see you guys here in just a few minutes. Let's get this game started. What's up, what's up?
Get your pot of gold tickets. Summers County Lady Bobcats walking through the stands. Pot of gold. Last week we had a big pot. Over $300. Get your pot of gold tickets. Chance to win. Support our Lady Bobcats. Shout out to our middle school team. They won last night.
Okay, so whenever you come back there,
big win against Valley. Played a very good game.
Yeah, go past this truck, and then whenever you see that little building to the left of this truck, you're going to go around that building, up that little hill. You're going to come through that gate, and you'll see us up at the top. That'll be the quickest way to get to us. Yeah, just come through that gate, and it's... yes. Yes, you see where Harry's truck's at? You do? Okay, so go right past his truck. Let me see.
Tonight we'd like to acknowledge our volunteers for giving their time freely throughout the season.
Yeah, you're good.
Without volunteers, nothing gets done. A lot of people working on the field, a lot of teachers, a lot of volunteers work very hard. Without volunteers, nothing gets done. Chain crew, Kevin Richmond, Steve Mounts, Todd Mounts, Caleb Lively, Roy Atkins, Corey Holland, and Daryl Nelson.
I'll see you in a second.
Clock operator, Tucker Ford, and Bob Bidwell. My name is Greg Vandal. I'm announcing tonight. Again, welcome to the game. You can listen to the game if you like to. Tell our visitors on 98.3 FM, 98.3.com. On the radio tonight, Joe Blankenship and Chad Metter. At this time, we ask that everybody please stand. Remove your hats to honor our country. The Summers County Marching Band.
Alrighty, guys. We're about to get this thing underway here in just a few minutes. We got about 15 minutes and 40 seconds until kickoff here at Summers County, home of the Bobcats. It's going to be a good one this evening between the Cavaliers and the Bobcats as they collide this evening. Both teams coming into this game 0-1. The Cavaliers and the Bobcats are both going to be looking to reverse fields and be able to come off of the losses that they took last week. And neither one of the losses were pretty. Greenbrier West lost significantly, and so did Summers County, losing by 42 this past week. So both teams going to see what they can do to get back on track. Summers County coming in as one of the AA schools here in West Virginia, and then Greenbrier West, one of the schools in single A. So a lot of expectations to look up coming into this season. Greenbrier West was the victor the last time they came into this place back in 2023, but that was back when the Greenbrier West Cavaliers had their star-studded lineup with Ethan Holiday, Cole Vandal, and all those guys, and that was a major team that Greenbrier West had that year. So they're going to see if they can come into this building this year and do the same thing that they were able to do 2 years ago. But until then, we are left to be seen. About 14 minutes until kickoff comes in here, and it's going to be a really good one tonight, and it's really going to come down who can control the line of scrimmage this evening, whether it is Summers County or Greenbrier West. It's as simple as that. Both teams have new quarterbacks coming in to this season. Greenbrier West is either going to be tossing up between Colton Dunbar or Scott McClung at their starting quarterback position. And Summers County is going to be rolling with Elijah Franklin at quarterback, who was 9 for 15 last week with a touchdown and interception. So see if they can reverse courses. But they had a nice 47-yard pass to the game last year to Noah Vanneman. So we'll see if they can stay on the same track this season, or if they can stay on the same track this game, or if that's going to reverse fields and go the opposite way. So we really don't know until we see it. But both these teams a little bit more evenly matched than the teams that they both faced last week going into week one. The Cavaliers faced Roane County, who was the state champion runner-ups last year. So definitely not a team to be messed with. And then Pikeview was Summers County's opponent. A very, very formidable opponent as well. And a team that's going to be up there in AA this year as well. So we'll see what they can do, both of these teams coming into this season. And the Cavaliers are looking to see if they can get themselves back into the postseason as they were 2 years ago. And Summers County is looking to see if they can do the same thing as well and see if they can bounce back and get revenge from 2023. But in the meantime, we have about 12 minutes and 40 seconds till kickoff here at Summers County this evening. And I'll go ahead and give you guys your rosters tonight for the Bobcats, the home team. Number 0, Ryland Tabor. Number 2, DeAndre Wines. Number 3, Noah Vanneman. Number 4, Caden Holland. Number 5, Cody Snavely. Number 6, Elijah Franklin. Number 8, Nathan Fox. Number 10, Tyzik Lilly. Number 11, Lucas Hara. Number 12, Braxton Lambert. Number 19, Aiden Smith. Number 50, Colton Sweeney. Number 51, Gregory Trout. Number 52, Seth Witt. Number 54, Justice Robinette. Number 55, Preston Farrell. Number 56, Colton Taylor. Number 61, Braden Kozert. Number 62, Evan Dick. Number 67, Aiden Brunty. Number 68, Austin Allen. Number 70, Kristen Kozert. And then number 73, Jackson Bennett. And we are going to get into, before we announce the Greenbrier West lineup, we're going to give a few announcements to our sponsors this evening. Randall Medical Center, excellent health care right at home. Park Center Sporting Goods, Steve's Towing, I won't charge an arm and a leg, all I want is a tow. R.T. Rogers Oil Company, Tattered and Worn Antique Mall located in Lewisburg, and Stevens Automotive of Lewisburg with associates Caleb Ward and Eddie Mitchell. We'll be right back here in just a few seconds from Summers County, guys. Stay right where you're at.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Owen Smith, Burton Ripley, and Odie Gibson.
Alrighty, guys, we are back at Summers County High School. This is Matthew Thomas and Roger Bennett up here with you up the top of the bleachers here at Summers County High School. We're about 9 minutes and 26 seconds away from kickoff here at Summers County. It's going to be a good matchup, but I'm going to go ahead and finish out the rest of the announcements and the rest of the sponsors, all that good stuff that we have this evening. So finishing off Summers County, we have Superintendent Dr. Lyndon Knott, Head Coach Justin Pugh, Assistant Coaches are Mark Fox, Ken Harshaw, Jimmy Pugh, Craig Bowling, and Micah Carter. Now, Roger, I will let you do Greenbrier West since we're welcome you in. Oh, gosh, that's funny.
Greenbrier West Cavaliers. All right. One second. Having technical difficulties. Announce players?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be fine. So, yeah, you can go ahead and do this. Well, I got you, yeah. Alrighty, and your lineup for Greenbrier West this evening. Number 1, Cameron Parker. Number 2, Type 8. Number 9, Scott McClung. Number 10, Mason Ward. Number 11, Emery Sanford. Number 12, Camden Sams, who, a little bit of a note, is going to be out for this game as he is still dealing with his collarbone injury, so he'll be back around week 5. Number 13, Karsten Burns. Number 14, Andrew Rhodes. Number 20, Brenton Hodge. Number 21, Vincent Vaughn. Number 22, Hayden Holiday. Number 23, Ryan Van Meter. Number 24, Shane Plogger. Number 30, Brandon Cockrum. Number 31, Aaron Rhodes. Number 32, Peyton Vaughn. Number 33, Ben Butler. Number 34, Vaxton Vaughn. Number 40, Colton Chrisman. Number 41, Alex Bogus. Number 42, Aiden Baker. Number 43, number 72, John Akers. We don't know which jersey he'll be wearing yet, so we'll figure out who in a few minutes. Number 44, Riker Ball. Number 50, Damian Garden. Number 51, Parker Vance. Number 52, Calix Burns. 53, Patrick Tharp. 60, Logan Berry. 62, Sawyer Bevins. 64, Colton Carruthers. 65, Aiden Palmer. 66, Christian Garden. 67, Jacob Ford. 70, Wyatt Smith. 71, Zachary McClung. 73, Bryden McClung. 74, Logan Burdett. 75, Nathan Tharp. 76, Cooper Judy. 80, Colton Dunbar. 81, Anthony Martin. 82, Elijah McDaniel. 82, Marty Cunner. And 84 to end out the Cavaliers lineup, Caden Rhodes. As you can tell, the Cavaliers have a absolutely star-studded and loaded lineup. But the question is it going to be quality over quantity or not this evening? And to end out everybody, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the superintendent, athletic directors, all that good stuff for Greenbrier West as they come out this evening. Superintendent Jeff Bryant, Principal Hillary Burns, Assistant Principal Catherine Hudson-Pillar, Athletic Director Jared Robertson, and for your coaches for the Cavaliers, Head Coach Kelly Vaughn, who is not here this evening. Hopefully and prayerfully he'll be back in the short term. But for now, thoughts and prayers that go out to Coach Vaughn, as I know he would love to be here this evening if he could. Assistant coaches are Isaac Osborne, Jared Robertson, Mike Goddard, Steve Price, Billy Pate, Owen Schmidt, Burton Ripley, and Odie Gibson. All righty, Roger.
And Matt, that is the famous WVU player, Owen Schmidt. A lot of people don't know that, but he is on the coaching roster for the Cavaliers. So if you're a WVU fan, you almost have to be a Cavalier fan with Owen Schmidt on the sideline.
It only makes sense, Roger, because if you're not a Cavalier fan, then what are you doing in the first place?
That's right. You're not doing something right in this world.
No, that's exactly
right. Especially if you're not a WVU fan, right?
That's exactly right. Hopefully they can get a win against Ohio tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. A little bit weird that we're having to travel to Ohio, but that's neither here nor there. Tonight, this evening, we are ready to watch the Cavaliers face the Bobcats in less than 5 minutes. Only 4 minutes and 55 seconds left to go on the clock before kickoff. The band is ready to roll. The players are in midfield. You can see Dunbar. You can see Elijah, a bunch of those guys from Summers County and Greenbrier West ready to roll and ready to get this game underway. Now, one thing, Roger. Both of these teams are coming off of Week 1 losses. Summers County losing to Pikeview and Greenbrier West losing to Roane County. What is the one thing that you believe either one of these teams need to do to come in and win this game?
Well, I say it in a lot of games, but Greenbrier West is going to have to start fast. They're going to have to get the Bobcats on their heels early in this game. I watched the Bobcats play Greenbrier East last year in a game that they should have won. They lost by a touchdown, I think. They should have won that ball game. They played better football than the Spartans did last year, and the Spartans are a AAA team.
Yes.
So don't think that the Summers County Bobcats are just going to be a pushover. On the other hand, Greenbrier West, they have to execute. Open their playbook up and keep Summers County guessing on what they're going to do. So,
yes.
And defensively, I think they've got to block up the holes because I think Summers County is going to be a run-heavy offense, so we've got to stop that tonight. But what a great night for football. 3:29 left before the game. We're on the banks of the New River here in Summers County Garden Stadium, a beautiful natural grass field they're playing on tonight. That may be a disadvantage for the Cavaliers because they practice on a turf field. They play on a lot of turf fields.
Big difference.
I think the footing's better on a dirt field. So we might see some explosive plays that normally wouldn't be on a turf field. So we've got a lot of things to look forward to. Teeing up the ball for the Bobcats is number 12.
Yep, number 12, Braxton Lambert's going to go ahead and kick it off for your Bobcats this evening.
I want to tell you, Braxton Lambert is a ball player. I've watched him since Midget League. I'm telling you, the kid's an athlete, and we will call his name a lot tonight.
So I don't know if he has any relation to him or not, but do you remember Connor Lambert? He played for – it was I believe, not Williamstown, but it was one of the teams that they won the state championship in single A last year. Can't remember who it was, but Connor Lambert is a fast booger as the Cavaliers are going to go ahead and take over at the 41-yard line as they elected to receive. But I wonder if he is related to him or not. We'll see.
It's a possibility. That was Sanford with a short return. A short kick and a short return.
Yes.
There we are. Looks like Dunbar taking the snap.
And he hands it off to Ben Butler, who's able to get about half a yard on the play. Not much momentum there for the Cavaliers. Last week, Ben Butler did suffer an injury in the first quarter, but if you guys watched the little show that we had yesterday at the Moose Lodge, Ben Butler has said he was good to go, and he is ready to roll for this game. So Camden Sam's the only player out for the Cavaliers in Week 1. Shotgun formation here for Dunbar. And he's going to hand it off to Butler. Makes a man miss. He runs up the middle, and he's going to make it past midfield. And it's a fumble on the play. But Mason Ward jumps right on top of it and gets another about 8-ish yards for the Cavaliers.
Nonetheless, that's going to be 1st and 10 Cavaliers.
That's not a way you want to start out if you're West, but hey, I mean, they got the ball back at least, so that's what matters. At the 32-yard line here for Greenbrier West.
Yeah, it looks like about the 32, 33-yard line possibly.
Yes. And they're going to run it up the middle to Butler again. A little bit of a inside zone look.
Looks like they're trying to get that defense to come in close, and then they're probably going to pop an explosive play on the outside, on the flat, or a deep ball. So I'm kind of anxious to see what the coach is doing there, kind of keeping it tight on the run right now. Obviously, you run it till they stop it, but watch for an explosive play.
I completely agree. And one thing that I was talking to Coach Rob about, run to the right.
Look, right out
of
the flat.
To the right, a little bit of a pitch. And he gets all the way down to about the 12-yard line. Nice tackle there, though.
Almost like a clothesline tackle. Wow.
Caden Holland with a nice tackle there for Summers County.
Run, be first and goal for the Cavaliers.
Cameron Parker shows off his speed there on the edge. Able to get it. He didn't have too many carries last week, Roger.
No, but he's quick. He's a shifty, quick guy, and we like to see those guys get the ball on a flag because you really get to see what they can do.
Already another play with Parker in motion, but they're going to run it up the middle to Butler. Butler's only going to pick up
about. And it's a touchdown.
Only picks up 1 or 2 yards, and that's all he needs. And Greenbrier West leads early here at Summers County. They lead 6-0. Now, one thing about the Cavaliers is they do not have a kicker, so we're going to see what they're going to do with this two-point conversion attempt right here. Running it from the 2. Let's see what they line up here. Don't listen to the commentator, folks. We do have a field goal kicker. They didn't last week, but they do this week. That's awesome.
So the point after attempt, Riker ball. It's up and to the right. It is no good.
Extra point is no good.
Missed extra point there for the Cavaliers, so it's going to be 6-0 with 10:04 to go here in the first quarter.
The opening drive, 56-yard drive, right?
Yes. I mean, it was a great first drive. They started it from their own 44-yard line, was able to drive it downfield, and they didn't do it off of explosive plays fully. Now, they did have the one run from Butler for about 19 yards, and then they had the fumble, which gave them another 8. But overall, for the most part, the Cavaliers were able to run it through them with a little bit of inside zone and then that pitch with Parker. So we'll see what they continue to do with the rest of the game. So.
Yeah, I like the play calling. Very similar to what I would do if I was in his situation. I'm a run-heavy team.
Yes.
I'm going to run the ball, and I'm going to get the defense sucking in. And then I'm going to go to the flat or the perimeter, and they did exactly that. Big yardage gain. Awesome, great drive put together by the Cavaliers. Now they go on the defense, and Bobcats are going on the offense. So back deep for the Bobcats, it looks like it's
going to be number
2 and number 3.
Noah Vandeman and DeAndre Wines. So one thing that you mentioned earlier, Roger, was you mentioned them getting them in the box and then being able to take that shot. Now, they didn't take the shot that we supposed that they were going to take, but you still have the 11 players in the box. So nice kick there from Scott McClung. It's going to be returned by Wines. He takes it out, makes a man miss, but the Cavaliers are going to drag him down.
And we're going to have probably a personal foul face mask call, it looked like.
Looks like it's going to be on number 13 of the Cavaliers, Karsten Burns, the freshman for Greenbrier West.
We will look and make sure that's what the call is. That's what I think I saw. But, sometimes the officials have a little different angle than we have.
Yeah, I noticed that last week. There was one play where all 3 of you guys thought it was a hold.
And it was a face mask.
Good call, Roger. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not even going to guess when it comes to penalties because I'm wrong 95% of the time. So.
All right, 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. The Bobcats take over. Let's see what they can put together and see if Cavaliers have an answer on defense here.
Elijah Franklin at the helm. He's going to hand it off to
nowhere to go.
He hands it off to Lambert, and as you said, nowhere to go on the play. That's one thing that Summers County is going to do. They're a lot similar team to Greenbrier West, and the fact that they're going to try to run it and then take that shot. Now, one thing that is about Summers County, they have a little bit better of a quarterback in Elijah Franklin. Franklin was 9 for 15 last week, and although he did have an interception, he had a nice 47-yard bomb touchdown right over the safety when they're running a cover 2, which is a really nice play. A little bit of a bunch. High snap. Franklin's going to keep the ball. Runs to the right. Butler is able to wrap him up on the play.
And his textbook tackle by Butler, one-on-one, great open field tackle by Butler. Wrapped him up around the waist. That's what you want to see.
Bring up third down.
It's going to be third down for the Bobcats. It's going to be from their own 32.5-yard line.
We're going to call it 3rd and 5 from here.
Might as well.
Bobcats passing through the stands.
Cavaliers look like they're going to bunch some guys together. Let's see if Franklin takes a shot here. They showed in week 1 that they are willing to take shots in this situation, Roger, so let's see if they do it. Receiver to the right, one to the left. Franklin backs up.
We got a false start, and it's in the dirt. That penalty will probably be declined.
And let's see what the officials say here.
Probably going to be a false start, I'm Number 16.
Looking at the white hat guy to see if I see any indication.
False start. 5 in the back.
2 for 2. 2 for 2 this season, Roger. Good job.
Yeah, I'm not sure I wouldn't have declined that penalty and took the 4th down.
I think the only guess I would have is that the coaches were expecting them to go for it on 4th down, so they wanted to make it a little bit more insult to the fire, a little bit more salt to the wound, if you will. So,
So a tackle for a loss right here would be
huge.
Ideal.
That's exactly what it would be. The one thing the Cavaliers need to do, though, is they need to be up in Franklin's face. Franklin's a dual-threat quarterback. He's not scared to run it, but he's also not scared to pass it either. He showed that last week. So let's see what he does this week with 2 receivers to the right, got one over to the left, and he's motioning over. Winds to the right. He's going to take that shot and nearly picked off, oh my goodness, by number 34, Vaxton Vaughn.
Wow, Vaughn had his fingers on that one. That should have been a pick. We're probably going to be another false start penalty.
I don't think you decline this one. We'll see, though. It's already 3rd and 10. We'll see what they say.
And it is on the offense. They declined it.
False start, 5 in the backfield. Is declined.
4th down and 10.
So 4th and 10. If you're a Cavalier fan, this is a great situation to be in.
I completely agree. And
if you're a Bobcat fan, you're a little frustrated on the opening drive, but there's a lot of football left to play here, Matt.
A whole lot of football left to play. There's still 7:48 to go in just the first quarter. And also another thing as well, if you give Vaxton Vaughn that chance, 9 times out of 10, he's making that play. So let's see what happens next. The punt is going to be away from Lambert. And Butler's going to return it. Butler up the left side. Butler
is going to take it to the house.
Bam! Butler does it again. He's already got one play in the first quarter of last week. He scored the opening touchdown, and he takes it to the house this time as well. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Caught the ball on the run. You can watch the replay. He's running like his legs are on fire and his butt's catching.
That's exactly what it was, Roger. I mean, he caught that ball, and that was beautiful. He took it immediately. As you noticed, he didn't catch it and wait there for a second. He ran immediately, got the edge. Great kick return there by the Cavaliers, and Riker ball here for the extra point.
Let's see if he can make this one stick, and he does.
Drills it. Nice.
Absolutely. So 13-0 with 7:36 left to go in the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, and a great start.
Great start is an understatement. This is exactly what the Cavaliers needed. Haven't even had to run 2 drives yet. They were able to get that kickoff return, and that lit that fire underneath their butts. And this young team really needs to see that success after losing to Roane County last week. So we'll see what happens with this next drive here from Summers County, but they need something to happen.
So Vaxton Vaughn caught it on the run. Great catch. Takes it to the house. A small huddle over there with the coaches on the Cavaliers sideline, and we will be ready to kick off. Defense is not going to get much of a break here.
I don't think so either. they are not, because both these teams are really run-heavy teams, so whichever line controls the game is going to be the one that wins. And so far, the Cavaliers have been that line both on the offensive side and the defensive side. And in high school, a lot of your guys that are on the offensive line also play D-line, so we'll see what they're able to do. And this is where Greenbrier West's depth comes in handy. They have 44 guys. Summers County, I believe, only has 23 on their whole roster, so
McClung boots it
good
to
kick.
About the 18-yard line.
Wines with the return. He tried to make a man miss, but nice tackle there by Cameron Parker.
Parker with a textbook tackle.
And he is hyped up. And they're going to spot the ball, it looks like at the 29 or the 30.
I'll tell you what, these Cavaliers have been working on tackling in practice, and it shows.
Oh, yes, they have. I went by the facility the other day, a few weeks ago, and one thing I was seeing is they were taking that little wheel that you roll down the middle of the field, and the guys were tackling the wheel, so that little rubber wheel. It's a pretty cool little drill that they have. Shotgun formation for Franklin, two receivers to the right, to the left, and he's going to pass it.
Under pressure in the backfield.
And it's going to be a screen, and they are going to get several yards. Nice play there by Lambert, able to gain about 6 yards on the play out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, about that. Give him 7. 2nd and 3.
And that looked like a little bit of an extension of their run play. If you can't get it right up the middle, then they're going to try to extend it out to the perimeter by doing little short passes like bubble screens, maybe a wheel route every now and then. You never know. So we'll see what they decide to do. Franklin, and they're going to bunch formation. They're going to run it straight up the middle.
And he got the first down.
That was a good run there by Lambert. Great job by the offensive line of Summers County, able to give them plenty of room, and he was able to get that first down.
I'll tell you what, Lambert is excellent at yards after contact. He don't usually go down when the first guy hits him, so that's where he excels. He's a physical back, and he will get the first down if he can possibly do it.
He's not a starter for no reason. There's a reason he's out there right now starting at tailback, so we'll see if he can continue to use that speed. Not a very big wide receiver / running back, as you can tell, but he's still very good. They're going to hand it up to him again, but nice stop there by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they stuffed him, stood him up. It looks like it's going to be a loss of about 1.
Little combination there of Ty Pate and Parker Vance right up the middle. The two big guys able to stop Summers County for a loss of about 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 12.
So 2nd down, behind the chains, not where you want to be. If you're a Bobcat fan, that's for sure.
One thing for the Bobcats that I've been noticing is their running up the middle hasn't quite been there as much, which they're going to have to do something to be able to exploit that of Greenbrier West if they're going to be able to get them to expand out. They're going to run it to number 0, Tabor. Tabor runs it, and he's going to get a nice gain up the field. And they're going to take it to the Cavaliers side of the field at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's a first down run.
Nice gain of 13 there from Tabor. That was a first down run.
Wow.
That's exactly what the Bobcats needed for them to be able to get this drive going and to be able to continue it.
Apparently Braxton Lambert's not the only one good for yards after contact, because he got hit way back. He broke two good tackles to get that run.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a specific name for it. You would know if there was, but when they have 2 halfbacks in the field at one time a lot, and I've noticed that, and I guess they're doing that to give them an option whether to run it left or right and kind of confuse that Cavalier defense. Kind of eye candy, if you will. Lambert's going to run it up the middle, and Lambert's going to gain about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they may have had too many guys on the line of scrimmage that time.
I was wondering what you were pointing at there. It looked like they might have.
It almost looked like a double wing, but the guy on the left side of the line looked like he was on the line of scrimmage. So, but the officials didn't catch that.
I was going to say I didn't either. I think it was just you, which you have better eyes than I do. Carruthers looks like he was catching his breath there for a second, but believe he's fine and good to go.
So the Bobcats, a nice little drive, nothing spectacular. We have an official timeout for a
pot of
shoe
gold
tie.
tickets, ladies down at the fence with the pot of gold tickets. Raise your hand if you've got Get some pot of gold. Chance to win the pot of gold.
And it looks like they're ready to go. A little bit confused there for a second. I couldn't tell if they were calling a timeout or what they were doing. And it looks like the Cavaliers, did they jump off sides or was it a false start? Let's see. I believe they were off sides.
I believe it's going to be. There was contact. I don't know if anybody on the O-line moved. I didn't see it. So it's going to be offsides against the Cavaliers. So back them up 5 yards. Now it's going to be second and short.
Yeah, it looked like Vance was over there, and he shoved a man over. So
about 2.5 yards. And the 3 famous words you scream on defense, watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. That's,
exactly.
You know they're screaming it from the sideline over there.
It's the simplest way to not jump off sides. It really is. If you pay attention to the ball, it doesn't matter what the rest of their guys are doing, and it keeps you from getting away from that eye candy. So,
yeah.
Franklin, he's going to take the ball after a little bit of play action. Carruthers trying to chase him. And nice tackle there by Ben Butler again. Able to get him down at his ankles, but nonetheless, first down for Summers County.
By Franklin, first down Bobcats.
So that's going to first and 10 Bobcats. I mean, from
the Cavaliers 34, yeah.
The Cavaliers 34.
One thing that Summers County hasn't quite been able to do is make big plays, but they've been able to consistently take chunks out of the Cavaliers. And for Summers County to be able to win this game, that's going to be huge for them.
Well,
if they can keep
it increases their time of possession. And usually when you win the time of possession battle, you win the ball game, usually.
Exactly, because you're able to take really the morale out of the team by taking forever. Lambert, right up the middle, he's going to gain about 3 yards. Up to the 31-yard line is where the officials are going to mark him. Tackle is made by...
The offensive line, the hole was there, but linebackers stepped up like they're supposed to and stopped that before it got out of hand.
Yeah, they're still running that bunch formation there in the shotgun. Looks like Summers County is going to stay in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's moving the ball. You don't change that.
No, you don't, especially not in high school.
So second and 7, we're going to call it.
He's going to have one receiver out to the left. They're appearing as they're going to run it, and it's going to be an option play. Nice tackle there, though, by 63 of the Cavaliers.
I'm not sure who that is.
I think number 63 might be a ghost. He's nowhere on our sheets.
Yeah, we don't have a 63 on the roster.
If anybody on Facebook wants to let us know, let us know in the comments who 63 is. He's making plays.
Yeah, he got through the line quick.
Franklin backs
to pass, completes, gets to about the 29-yard line.
That was a nice play there by Holland.
They're going to give him to the 30, it looks like. I think it's where his knee went down on the 30. We'll call it that.
We believe number 63 might be Ty Pate. Not 100% sure about that as he was wearing number 2 earlier, but it's all right either way. We'll figure it out for you guys later on the broadcast because he's been making plays. Franklin backs up in the shotgun. McClung in his face. Does it matter? No, it doesn't.
That is a Bobcat touchdown. He airmailed that
one. Franklin, an absolute dot to Ryland Tabor.
Fine throw.
For the 31-yard touchdown.
Nice catch.
And the Bobcats are right back in business, and they cut this lead in half. Let's see
what
if they.
Play.
That was a good play. I mean, he threw it right in his breadbasket.
He denied that one, and just a couple steps, he was in the end zone, hit pay dirt.
It's going to be a 2-point conversion here for Summers County.
Wow, what a play. Good play calling by the coaches for the Bobcats. That was...
Looks left over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted. But on 2-point conversions in high school or extra points, the ball can't be advanced. Yeah, not advanceable. So 1:46 to go here in the first quarter. Cavaliers are going to have the ball. Scores 13-6 right now. We'll be right back at you. This is Matthew Thomas
and Roger Bennett
on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Rinnai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
All right, we're back. All right, welcome back, everybody. 13-6 ball game. Cavaliers on top here at Garten Stadium in Summers County, West Virginia. If you are just joining us, Bobcats are kicking off after a beautiful pass.
And the Bobcats are trying to keep it away from Ben Butler as much as possible. They do a little bit of a squib kick to Mason Ward, and he's going to make it to the 30-yard line now. One thing that we were mentioning before break, number 63, we apologize, it is John Akers, the freshman, and he is making plays. That's already the 3rd time we've had to say his number, so he more than deserves to be on our little play sheet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not sure why he wasn't on any of the rosters, but we got it figured out.
I'm thinking his jersey didn't fit. He's not a small guy.
No,
so
he isn't.
He probably outgrew his jersey and had to get another one.
Yeah, his muscles probably ripped the old one.
Yeah.
My guess is that's what it was.
Yeah, big boy. Here we go.
Cavaliers from the shotgun. And they're going to motion. They're going to motion Parker over Parker. On the same
to
pitch
midfield.
Play. He's going to make it down
40.
to the 30. Down to the 25, to the 20. Cameron Parker does it again.
Cameron Parker with a beautiful run, 50-yard run.
That was
play.
But we do have a flag on the play, a little bit of dirty laundry. Let's see what the call is. This would be devastating for the Cavaliers if it was a hold.
We are going to see what it is. It is a holding on the
and
offense.
It is a hold.
So that one's coming back, negates a beautiful 50-yard run. Wow.
The thing is,
there's that controlled aggression
yes,
that we talk about a lot, and these penalties, they will cost you. Things get personal when you're one-on-one trying to block somebody and you're somewhat beat. You've got to let go. You can't hold that guy, and it costs your whole team.
Exactly. Because if the Cavaliers don't score on this drive right here and they lose by a touchdown, for example, obviously you don't want that to happen. But if it does, they're going to go right back to a play like this where they negated a huge play. So let's see what happens here. Can Greenbrier West with this young team be able to get their momentum back that they had in the early part of this first quarter?
But that's a spot foul, so it's still a first down.
Yes. They're going to give it to Dunbar. High snap up on the left side of his shoulder. Gain of about 1 on the play.
I don't think they're giving him anything.
I don't think they
line
were.
of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like he might have got a yard, but
2nd and 10, Cavaliers.
Spot says different. But yeah, as you were mentioning earlier, it was a spot foul, so 1st and 10. Ward over to the left side at wide receiver. Couple running backs in the backfield. They're going to motion Parker over again, and they're going to run that same pitch play. It's already worked twice. It's going to work 3 times. Cameron Parker to the 35-yard line, down to the 34, first down for Greenbrier West. Summers County's got to get a guy out there on that edge.
Yeah, they're marking him down at the 33. Nonetheless, a great run. I like the awareness of the Cavalier offense down the field, still picking up a block. And most of the time it's a very key block. I noticed that. That was really, really – it was amazing to see that block by Mason Ward.
Yes. And he's a little guy, too.
Yeah,
he's only a sophomore.
He ended up on his rear end, but he did his job
almost looked like a little bit of confusion there for a second from the Cavaliers, but nonetheless.
Yeah, a little bumping in the backfield. Some friendly fire, we call that, but still managed to gain a couple on that play.
Yeah, about 4 yards on the play. It should be 2nd down and 6. And that looks like it's going to be the end. Yes, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers 13, Summers County 6. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. My name is Matthew Thomas.
And this is Roger Bennett. Don't go anywhere.
Just kidding. No timeout from the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
And we're back already. That seemed like such a short break, Matt.
It was. I mean, whenever you're having this much fun, things go by like a flash. So we're already right back at it, but we'll give a little bit of a recap of that first quarter since that did happen. What are a couple big plays and a couple things that you saw from this first half for why the Cavaliers are leading this ball game right now, Roger?
Well, first drive, simple. You know, they sucked the defense in tight, and then went to the perimeter. Textbook football there. That's just smart football, and that's how they scored. The second one, that punt, we got the Bobcats on their heels, forced the punt, and caught the punt in while he's running. Didn't have to slow down to catch it. Already had his momentum, so he zipped by the first couple defenders. Then it was off to the races, and he won that race. So that was an amazing. This guy's got football sense. You can tell when he catches the ball on the run, makes a cut. He wants it, and that's what you want to see. You want to see hungry, and it appears that the Cavaliers are a little more hungry coming off a loss than the Bobcats.
Exactly, and that's one thing that's going to be huge for either team to win this right now. And right now the Cavaliers are the ones. Dunbar runs it up the middle. Colton Dunbar breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to make it all the way down to their own 21-yard line. And that's one thing, too, I was about to mention. The Cavaliers have dominated both the offensive line and the defensive line so far in this game, and that's why they're leading 13-6.
So 1st and 10 from about we're going to call it the 17-yard line. Dunbar, one man to beat, and he got clipped at the knees, which was a great tackle from the Bobcats. But Dunbar, he's a big guy.
Very big guy. And he took some hits last week, but we spoke to him yesterday, and he said he was doing good. And he's looking good right now because he's in for the Cavalier touchdown.
Touchdown,
Cavaliers.
Colton Dunbar makes it 20-6 for West. And they're going to bring Riker Ball out here for the extra point for West.
Let's see if they kick it or if they go for two.
They should go. They should kick it right here. It looks like McClung's ready to hold it for Ball.
I would be tempted to go for two if I was a coach to make it 20.
Understand that completely.
Then it would definitely be a two-score.
Just in case if they came back and got a couple two-point conversions.
Yeah, it would be a two-score lead.
It is looking like they're going to kick the PAT, and it's up, and it is no good. So it's going to stay 18-6 for West. Ball is 1 for 3 on extra points so far here in the game.
Yeah, so I think the two-point conversion, even if you only got one of them, you're still nothing lost, right?
Exactly.
So we've missed 2 kicks.
Yeah, I was going to say you're still about even for the most part at least, so we'll see how the rest of the game goes. I'm going to give a shout-out to our sponsors this evening, Raynell Medical Center, excellent health care right at home, Park Center Sporting Goods, Steve's Towing, I won't charge an arm or a leg, all I want is a tow, RT Rogers Oil Company, Tattered and Worn Antique Mall located in Lewisburg, and Stevens Automotive of Lewisburg with associates Caleb Ward and Eddie Mitchell. Those are your sponsors for this evening, and I'm going to let you do this, Roger, because I think you do this better than me, to be honest with you. We can't thank our sponsors enough, really, for all the stuff they provide to our channel.
Give us a shout-out, like, share. If you have to do any kind of business and these sponsors offer that kind of business, please reach out to them because they do so much for youth sports and the Greenbrier Valley Channel, and for the people that can't get out or don't get off work till late and just can't make it, or the shut-ins. Man,
Honorary
that is
members
pivotal for you guys to be able to watch
and
this
some
in high
golf
definition
members tonight.
from the comfort of your home,
Very high definition.
or even stream it on your phone if you're at work. That means so much. So help these guys out that help the community, and that's about all you can say. They're super great about helping the
Turn back
community,
to
and
the
I really like
42-yard line, be
Steve's
first and 10
towing his
Bobcats.
little his saying there. He doesn't want an arm and leg. All he wants is a tow. And me being
It's so
familiar
funny.
with the towing business, I love that. So
It's so big. And one thing you want to do is help out small businesses. And we don't do this for us. We do it for those kids that you are seeing right there on the football field right now, because they're a lot of freaking fun to watch, man.
Oh, yeah.
A whole lot of fun.
absolutely.
That was Ryland Tabor there on the return. Shotgun formation, and they run it up the middle again to Lambert. He almost had a gap there through the middle, but was tripped up on the play. Couldn't see who it was by, but it's going to be out to about the 46-yard line on the Bobcats side of the field. Looks like the Cavaliers are going to keep their...
Braxton Lambert almost broke that. I think there was a lot of green grass to mow, but something tripped him up. I don't know if it was an arm, a leg, or just something in the field. Something tripped him up, and Cavaliers are thankful for that.
Sometimes it's air. You just never know. Lambert up the field again, and Dunbar giving him a mean tackle there. And he's going to be dropped at about the 49-yard line for a gain of
Lambert
2.
on the run for the Bobcats.
Not a lot there. They give him forward progress to
down and
midfield.
3.
So third and short.
Yeah, 3rd down and 3 to be exact on the board.
So do you dial up a blitz here or not?
I say you do, because more than likely you're going to have single man. You probably run press coverage right here on the outside. I would venture to say they'll take a shot to Tabor here, but we'll see if I'm wrong. They don't. They're going to run it up the middle to Lambert, and that is what they've been doing it the whole time. Good deal.
So plus territory for the Bobcats at the 40-yard line.
Lambert, first down Bobcats.
First down Bobcats.
Don't fix what ain't broken. The reason why I thought they would go and take a shot there was because this is what the Summers County team is known to do. They take shots throughout the game all the time. And one thing that they were doing there is they were motioning ball over towards that, or excuse me, Tabor over there to that right side. And I was really expecting him to get a shot there. But nonetheless, it's going to be a first down for the Bobcats on the Cavaliers' 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw last week at Roane County. Was Roane County has mastered the misdirection play.
Very.
It's unbelievable. They run like a well-oiled machine. And being a double A, that's going to be an offsides, and that's what, no, false start.
Okay, that's a little bit of a break there for the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers are going to make about 5 substitutions on the play, bringing in their senior Logan Berry along with 4 others. That's going to make it first down and 15.
So behind the chains on first down, if Cavaliers can keep them behind the chains, and they have obviously have plenty of time to score again. They can score quick.
Yes. Yes, they can. Also, one thing I noticed from a few seconds ago, the score is 19-6. It was 18-6 earlier, so I don't know if they switched the scoreboard from the extra point being good or what it was. But
fumble on the play. Braxton recovers his own fumble at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Lambert jumped right back on it after. Logan Berry he saw it immediately as well, but Berry was a few feet behind him. But he was ready for it, so good job by Lambert to jump on his own fumble.
I tell you what I saw looking at this as a coach. He tried to take the ball with his hands instead of making the basket to put the ball in, and that's what happened. It was an exchange fumble from quarterback to running back, and you can't have that. You've got to make that basket, and the quarterback's got to put it in the basket.
No, you can't, Roger, and that's one thing, too, about both of these teams. They're both really young. Franklin, he's going to pass it, and he gets it over. It looks like it's going to be let's see, who was that? A little bit of an out route.
Beautiful pass, but a gain of 1. He tried to get it to the flat where he had some space, but closing in quick.
Ben Butler with a nice tackle there. Butler's all over the place, man, both on the right side and the left side.
And get your pot of gold tickets. Big pot.
Already looks like Summers County in the huddle right here.
Pot of gold.
They've got one man winds over to the left side, and they're going to motion Vanneman might have a pass play here. And we got a whistle, dead play here, and it's going to be a timeout.
Cavaliers. So Cavaliers will take their first timeout. We will take one with them right here at the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. This is Roger Bennett.
And Matthew Thomas from the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere.
One-Way Towing, the source for all of your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
They got hot chocolate.
Alrighty, everybody. We are back at the Greenbrier Valley Channel here from Summers County. And if you could see the beautiful moon that we had up there just a few seconds ago.
And Colton Crispin with a tackle in the backfield for a major loss. And that's going to bring up fourth down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I'll say a little bit of a swing at things there. We got flip-flopped, but that's okay. Already, Summers County in the huddle. Summers County's going to be on offense here, and it looks like they are going to go for it here on 4th down and 22. Franklin backs up. He takes the shot over the middle of the field and picked off. It's going to be picked up by number 24 of the Cavaliers, Shane Plogger. Plogger brings it down. Pick six, Plogger. He brings it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And we have laundry on the field, though.
Again, let's see what it is.
Penalty pending on the play.
Might have another one of those holding calls, Roger, but nonetheless, that interception should stand.
Block in the back, number 65.
Yep.
And it's going to be a block in the back.
That's against the Bobcats. The official called that against the Bobcats.
That's interesting.
But they're penalizing
the Cavaliers.
So,
yeah, first I thought it was...
maybe he just pointed the wrong direction. Oh, now he pointed the right direction.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. Yeah, as I'll say, it was on number 65, Aiden Palmer, and I was wondering...
Probably an unnecessary block.
In the back, brings the ball back.
Most likely that had to have been what it was.
Yeah, that's tough. That negates a great pick six.
Yes, it does. I mean, that brings you all the way back to the 30-yard line. The good thing is for the Cavaliers, though, there's 6:34 to go here in the second quarter, and if you want to run down the clock to give Summers County less time, this is the way to do it. Dunbar, they're going to motion.
And he airs one
over.
out.
Mason Ward down the field. Ward!
Touchdown, Mason Ward.
With nobody around him.
Complete.
The sophomore with a nice catch there by the Cavaliers. And that's going to be Dunbar's first passing touchdown of the season and Ward's
Mason
first receiving.
Yeah, Dunbar says you can pass for a touchdown. Watch this.
One thing I love about Dunbar is that he is so tall that you notice he jump passes almost every time because you're not going to touch him with that 6'4", 6'5" frame that he has.
Absolutely not.
Riker Ball's going to go on to kick the extra point. He's 1 for 3 so far today. Let's see if he can go 2 for 4. And the kick is up, and it's good.
That one's a good one.
He is 2 for 4 on the day, 25-6. Cavaliers lead by 19 with 6:27 to go. We're going to take a quick break here on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. My name is Matthew Thomas.
And this is Roger Bennett. Stay tuned.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Alrighty, and we are back here from Summers County. Cavaliers are about to kick it off after a nice 30-yard touchdown pass from Colton Dunbar to number 10, the sophomore Mason Ward. Scott McClung's going to kick it off to Summers County. He's had a couple kicks that didn't go very far off the ground, but he did nice kicking against Roane County last week, so let's see if he can go back to that. Here with 6:27 left to go in the second quarter.
Boots it. It lands about the 32 and goes out of bounds, or the 28, I'm going to say.
And there's the laundry.
Yeah, so the Bobcats will get an opportunity to re-kick or take that field position. Let's see what they do.
I would venture to say they'll take the penalty, but let's see what their coach decides to do. According to the personnel out in the field, it looks like they're going to take the penalty.
False start. Kick out of bounds.
Still waiting for an announcement from the referee.
So the ball is going to be placed at the 35-yard line.
Which
and
means
Bobcats 1st and 10. They've got to get the chain guys moving. And they've got them squared away. And we will resume play.
Which means they did take the penalty, so no re-kick here.
Shotgun. 2 receivers right. Lambert up the gut. Hit. And a powerful run. He didn't want to give up. He gained of about 6 yards on that play, Matt.
Yeah, Pate was all over him right there, but it took him a couple seconds to bring him down. One thing that I noticed that the Cavaliers are doing is they're bringing that safety backwards, and they're leaving a receiver wide open on the right side of the field for Summers County. So I'm curious to see if they adjust to that and if they pass to him more often. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 here for the Bobcats.
And Lambert, slow to get up there, a little bit of a limp in the huddle. Let's see if that affects him any. Man in motion.
Cavaliers send a blitz, and they get to him. They get to Lambert after a gain of about 1 on the play.
I think he fell forward. No, that's line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down and 4 again.
And who was on that tackle? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, to be honest with you. It looked like the Cavaliers sent about 7 guys, so there was probably 3 or 4 guys that made the tackle.
So what do you call a lot of Cavaliers? It's not a herd.
Horde, I guess,
a
of Cavaliers.
We're going to call it a gaggle. How's that? A gaggle of Cavaliers.
That's one way to do it. It was a horde last week of Raiders, wasn't it? I think it was a horde of Raiders.
Yeah.
And the Cavaliers send more men again.
Lambert stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 4 yards, a short 4 yards for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it looked like McClung, Sanford, and Vance were all there on the play, so not much of a chance there. And that's 3 straight plays where the Bobcats haven't moved it an inch. They haven't lost any, but they haven't gained any either.
Do they pass it on this play or not? You predict?
No.
Okay.
They'll keep running it up the middle, unless if they keep playing that soft coverage on the right side.
I was going to say, I think that if I was the coach, I'm trying a perimeter shot. At least you can get a man in open space. He's got an opportunity to make somebody miss. But I think they're going to pass the ball.
Yeah, they are, because Parker was over there on the right side. And they're going to give it to Lambert. And is it going to be a stop? I don't believe so. It looked like he's going to pick up with forward progress enough for the 1st down. It's going to be close.
Let's see where they spot it.
It's all about the spot right here.
Yeah, that's going to be a 1st down.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah. Not by much, but he got it.
Nose of the ball's past the chains. They're going to measure.
It's a good choice to measure it. You know, it's a game of inches, and it's 4:04 to go here in the second quarter. Summers County needs a touchdown badly here to be able to get it down within 2 scores. So let's see what the chain gang says. And
1st down.
They do call 1st down, yep.
1st down, Bobcats.
That's going to make it 1st and 10
So Bobcats with a first down, and I'm going to tell you what, Braxton Lambert earned every inch of that first down because he just kept getting hit. One thing I like about the Cavaliers is their swarm tackling. They don't just let one guy hit and go. Everybody's joining in.
And that's one thing the Cavaliers struggled with over in this preseason was allowing big plays to happen over the air. I know they allowed that one touchdown pass to happen early in the game, but for the most part, they've kept Summers County out of it. Nice tackle there by number 40, Colton Crispin, the senior of the Cavaliers. Only a gain of about 1 there on the play.
So Elijah Franklin doing a great job at quarterback for the Bobcats.
He is.
I haven't called his name much, but he's really running this offense very nicely. It's just the Cavaliers are just stacking up on defense. And I'm going to tell you what, to stop Braxton Lambert is saying something.
It really is. They're going to send about 5 guys here. And they're going to pass it to the outside. It's going to be number 4, Kalen Holland on the play. He's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
So a good gain, a nice pass to the flat. It's going to bring up third down and about 4, a short 4 yards. Definitely manageable if you're a Bobcat here because this is, Braxton Lambert's good for 3 or 4 yards of carry normally.
Mm-hmm. Normally is. We'll see what he does.
Megan Wheeler.
And they're going to hand off on this play.
Press box, Megan Wheeler.
So they're on the single wing, and he is stopped in the backfield.
Lambert was stuffed on the play there by Parker Vance and about 4 other Cavaliers. Like you were saying, there wasn't much of a chance there. D-line there for the Cavaliers was ready, and they made him lose about 2. The question is
I'm going to tell you what. I'm looking at Parker Vance.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man.
He is a man.
I mean, I'm glad he's not mad at me today because my only hope would be to outrun him because if that big boy hit me, I don't know that I'd ever get up.
I completely agree with you, and he's a senior transfer, too, from East, so he's been a huge addition to this Cavaliers D-line, along with a few other guys as well, but this Cavaliers team for being able to have that, and they are going to draw Vance off sides there on the play.
And I don't know, the quarterback stepped forward, stomping. I don't know that I like that call. I don't think he was just definitely baiting the defense, and they took the bait.
Yeah, I was going to say, looks like they went with it. The good thing is for the Cavaliers, never mind, not good thing. I was going to say, it looks like it was going to be about 4th down in inches, but it's not. It's going to be 1st down.
Yeah, you've got to be smart on 3rd down, 4th down, especially when it's 5 yards or less. They're going to try to bait you off sides.
One thing the Summers County needs to do, either they're going to need to take a shot or they're going to need to hurry up because there's less than 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and they need to score badly.
Absolutely. Franklin with a snap, hands off to Lambert, and Lambert, shoots forward for 5 yards. Wow, he just like he was squirted out of a tube or something.
Yeah, it really was. Thankfully, Sanford was there to make the tackle. He wrapped him up around his shoulder pads, but, he could have got a lot more out of that.
Single wing offense. Franklin. Looks like we're going to have possible false start
Megan
here.
Wheeler, please come to the press box.
Yeah, as I'll say, it looked like a false start whenever I heard the whistle blow a few times.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Just negates that hard run that Lambert had. And you don't want to see that if you're a Bobcat fan.
No, you don't. And they've got the consistent momentum rolling. They haven't had any huge plays yet this game. But if they're going to keep that consistent momentum rolling, they need to tell their young guys, hey, we need to chill out right now. We need to move this ball slowly. Well, right now they need to move it fast, but for the rest of the game and into the second half, we need to move it slowly, take our time, and keep making things happen. There's been Butler again on the tackle.
One thing about, it was a beautiful pass. One thing about the offense, okay, you know what the count is.
Yes.
You absolutely know what the count is. So for false start to happen is just not being football aware. You're not focusing on what you're doing one step at a time, and they jump off sides. So We have a quick timeout for the Bobcats, and we'll take one with them here. This is Roger Bennett.
And Matthew Thomas here on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere. That's one thing I've been trying to look down as doing replays. Yeah, that was not.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Last week pod about.
Alrighty, and we are back here from Summers County. Greenbrier West is leading 26-6 here with only 58 seconds to go in the second quarter. And Roger, the Bobcats are marching down right now.
They are 3rd and 6, it looks like. Empty backfield.
This will be your shot here.
And we've got a flag on the play.
Flag was to the outside. And it was defended by Karsten Burns, number 13 of the Cavaliers.
Game tonight.
Let's see what the play is. Or excuse me, what the flag is.
I don't know. They haven't signaled what the penalty is yet.
No, they haven't.
Here it comes. False start.
Another false start.
Penalties are eating teams up, eating the Cavaliers on defense and the Bobcats on offense. So not what you want to see.
No, I was going to say the Cavaliers have had a few of those blocking the back penalties, and now Summers County, I mean, I don't even want to know how many penalties that is. That's probably 6 penalties on them, but they don't have much of a choice with only 50 seconds to go and counting.
Franklin airing it out.
Burns on defense.
And incomplete.
Good defense there by the Cavaliers, but it wouldn't have really mattered. The ball was overthrown by both their heads.
Intended for Noah Vanneman.
And one thing that the Cavaliers have been able to make happen is big plays. And they're going to, if they want to score here real quick before halftime, they definitely have a possibility of doing that. I mean, they've scored 3 times with that really good pitch play from Cameron Parker. Or excuse me, they've had 3 big plays from Cameron Parker. And also that recent touchdown pass from Dunbar to Mason Ward on the play. So let's see what they can do.
We'll have the band, and then we'll have a Hall of Fame.
43.2 seconds to go to be exact here.
So we've got McClung taking the snaps now.
To the fence line, to the try.
Rolls to his right. Has a man. Oh, and couldn't get to the ball. Slightly underthrown.
Then we ask all Hall of Famers.
No, it looked like he tried to hit
try.
Colton Dunbar there, but Caden Holland and Elijah Franklin were both there on the play.
Dunbar he could have made that caught. He just couldn't get around the defender to backtrack.
No, and he was rolling out to the right, McClung was, so it made it a lot more difficult for him to be able to get all of his arm strength into that throw, and so it was underthrown by several feet. But McClung's got the strength. He's a big kid to be able to make plays like that. So,
and one of the big differences I see is the offensive line for the Cavaliers was giving the quarterback more time than the offensive line for the Bobcats.
Completely agree. They've been dominating both lines of the scrimmage.
McClung's pass short again.
Yeah, he tried to hit Butler right there, but, I mean, the ball was thrown probably a good 3 or 4 feet in front of him.
So you got 33 seconds left in the half, and you're at 3rd down.
To be honest with you, I would almost run it here and stick with what you've been doing and do it that way, and don't turn the ball over. The last thing you want to do if you're the Cavaliers here is give the Bobcats any chance to be able to score a touchdown here before the half and to make it a 2-score game.
They've got the defense spread. McClung, he fires a wobbly one downfield.
And it did hit the ground on the play.
Yeah, so incomplete pass. Number 3.
Yeah, number 3, Noah Vannemar, was defending Plogger there on the play. Plogger almost had that, but couldn't quite pick it off before it hit the ground. So this I would say it would be a punt here for the Cavaliers with 27.4 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't know that the pass plays on that, I think Dunbar is a little more accurate passer
100%.
than McClung.
I agree.
So I think if you're going to air it out, I know you want to hit Dunbar because he's a bigger target. Beautiful punt.
Oh, and it's going to hit the ground.
Oh,
and
and
Plogger picks it up.
Plogger almost scooped and scored that one. He just tripped.
Shane Plogger, one of the guys on the team. I mean, he already almost had a play earlier, and unfortunately for him last week, he almost had a fumble recovery last week where he came in through the Roane County defense on a missed punt. So, I mean, Plogger's making plays on special teams already 2 weeks into this season.
Watch for Dunbar to read the defense and keep it.
I agree. I could definitely see him doing that. He's got the long stride. Whenever we had a preseason game against Pendleton earlier this year, Dunbar took it off the left side, and he outran the defense fully. So
yeah, he's going to fake it to the left, I'll bet you. And he's going to keep it. He's going to pull it.
And you're right on the money.
Well, he went up the gut. That's not
quite right on the money.
They're going to call a timeout immediately. They want to score.
Yeah, save that clock with 13.4 to go.
We'll take a quick one with them.
This is Matthew Thomas.
And Roger Bennett on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. We will be right back.
Going in, please start making your way to the fence line.
Alrighty, and we are back here from Summers County. A little bit of a short timeout.
Aubrey Lane at the game tonight.
Scores 26-6. Cavaliers lead here, and they have the ball here. But there's only 13.4 seconds to go here on the clock. But one thing you would love to see if you're the Cavaliers, Roger, is them being able to go up by 4 scores here before halftime.
Yeah, and I look for a pass play here or Dunbar to keep it. I think that's kind of been their bread and butter. We got another whistle. You got time for 2 pass plays.
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, a field goal's probably not in the cards here for the Cavaliers, but let's see, motion over here with Plogger, and they're going to pitch it to Plogger.
Plogger around the right side, tripped up at about the 15, and that'll be they stopped the clock, taking the last timeouts, the Cavaliers.
Touchdown saving tackle there from Caden Holland. That was a really good play there because Plogger had a full steam ahead of him, as you can see here on the replay, as Dunbar got the snap there. And there were several Bobcats there that bit whenever they thought it was going to go to Ben Butler because that pitch has been going to Cameron Parker. So,
yeah, they wasn't expecting Plogger around this side. That was a good play call by the coaches.
It really was. And that pitch has already worked 4 times, and Summers County has yet to stop it. And one thing you don't really want to overdo, it's not really a trick play, but you don't want to overdo it too much. That way you keep the defense on their heels. But, I mean, Summers County has seen it 4 times successfully today, and it's worked. So let's see what happens with the rest of the game and how many more times they use it.
Well, they got time for one more play. 5.3 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, Dunbar's probably going to take a shot here if he stays at quarterback.
I would watch for a trick play. I mean, you got to have some misdirection here to throw the defense off, but let's see what they do. Dunbar from the shotgun.
Summers County has 1 safety back.
And
corner.
We have a...
Yeah, looks like their corners were going it looks like it was man-to-man all across the line of scrimmage there for Summers County. And 1 man high.
So Cavaliers would only have basically 1 man to beat, and they're in the secondary, and probably at that close to distance going to score.
Pretty much. There's a little bit of a cover 1 look there for Summers County. But the Cavaliers, one thing that they've been able to do is they've been able to do it both really on the pass game and run game so far against Summers County. But one thing I would like to see them do is be able to exploit that pass game just a tad more because they've been doing really good on the run side of things. So we'll see if they decide to do a little bit of trickery, as you were talking earlier, and pull out a pass play, or if they decide to try that pitch play again. It's already worked 4 times.
Well, you've got to have – can't be a one-dimension football team.
No, you can't.
So you've got to be able to air it out, pass it, and spread the defense out, and then that opens your run game up even more.
And it is going to be a run.
Dunbar.
And Dunbar's not going to make it to the edge.
And that's going to do it for the first half. Cavaliers 26, Bobcats 6. We will take a quick break, come back, do a first half recap. If you've been watching, you pretty well know what the recap's going to be by the score, but we will give you our thoughts, and some of them are correct and some of them aren't, right, Matthew?
Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about. Our stuff is always correct, Roger. No,
yeah,
just
to me it is.
Exactly. It's got to be. If you don't believe with what you're saying, then there's no reason to be saying it in the first place. So.
But you know how opinions are, right? Everybody's got one.
Exactly. 100%. Well, already. We'll be right back, guys, after our sponsor announcement. This is Matthew Thomas.
And Roger Bennett on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. We'll be right back.
And now, making their way onto the field at this time, please welcome the award-winning Pride of Summers County, the Summers County Comprehensive High School Bobcat Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Timothy Sims. The drum majors are senior Grayson Gunn and senior Ben Bragg. The assistant drum major is junior Kylie Moore. The first and only selection that the band will be playing this evening is in respect and honor of the newest Hall of Fame members. The band will be performing Metalocalypse Part 1, The Metal Warriors by Randall D. Standridge, featuring soloist freshman Annalise Sarenberg on clarinet. Let's hear it one more time for the crown of Summers County, the Summers County Comprehensive High School Bobcat Marching Band. And now, introducing the members of the band. On flutes, we have Alexandra Cox and Harmony Gore. Clarinets, Annalise Ehrenberg, Madison Long, and Nick Ellison. On the trumpets, Ben Bragg, Myers Jones, John Toller, and Gabriella Carey. On saxophones, Nick Richmond and Jason Mansfield. On mellophone, Grayson Gunn and Bailey Richmond. On baritones, the 6-7 squad, Colin Mork and Abigail Burnett. On bass drums, Andy Garcia, Callie Lethridge, and Tyson Gardner. On the quads, Johnny Wheeler. On snare drums, Chloe Ball and Aria Bucket. And the color guard, Trinity Ehrenberg, Abigail St. Pierre, Taylor Gales, Bailey Richmond, and Ariana Blankenship. Ladies and gentlemen, the Summers County High School Bobcat Marching Band.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
He is represented tonight by his family, especially his grandson. How about a big
And we are back at Summers County High School this evening. We are here with your first half recap. About 13 minutes left of the first half. Little halftime show thing that they did. As you saw the marching band just a few minutes ago, they were able to come out and give pretty good performance. I thought that was pretty awesome of them to be able to get all those kids together and be able to put up a performance like that. So really cool to see, Roger.
I'll tell you what's really cool is there's guys being inducted to the Bobcat Hall of Fame here tonight.
Which means a lot for this school, man. I mean, that's insane. I love to see stuff like this because it boosts school morale. It boosts everybody. It makes you feel good.
Oh,
really,
absolutely. And these guys being honored, one of them was on the 1968 state championship team, which is pretty daggone awesome. Even this much later, what an accomplishment that is to go the entire season and battle, then go to the state championship game is absolutely amazing.
Exactly, and it means a lot to those guys that are getting inducted because it shows the school to them that, hey, you guys mean a lot to us, and that you guys put forth the effort, and that you guys are doing all this stuff for us. So we'll go ahead and get into our first half recap with a little bit under 12 minutes to go before the second half kickoff. The Bobcats are going to be receiving the ball to start the second half. So one thing that has been abundant in the first half was running by the Cavaliers Cavaliers and running by the Bobcats for that matter. The difference is that the Cavaliers, when it mattered most, was able to push back the Bobcats on their offensive line, and they were able to push them back or even self-inflicted wounds like penalties on false starts.
Yeah, and what I've seen from both teams is great play calling, mixing it up a little bit. But the workhorse, Braxton Lambert, for the Bobcats, I would hate to think how many bruises he's got. You know, he's been hit more times than someone that boxed Mike Tyson. You know, and we've only played a half of football here. That guy's took a beating. But he is an absolute stud when it comes to football. I've watched him for years. He's a workhorse. He wants it. Good kid. But, you know, the Cavaliers are stopping when they need to stop him.
Yes.
And he's not not an easy stop. That kid can run. He's strong, fast, just an old school, hard-nosed power football runner, chipping off 3 or 4 yards here and there. And then they found the way to stop him a few times, and that's mainly the difference in the score here.
And one thing I'm excited to see really coming into the second half is to see how well the Bobcats are going to be able to open up that Cavalier defense. Right now, the Cavaliers are able to put in about 8 guys in the box. And when you put in 8 guys in that box, you're saying the Cavaliers are basically saying, hey, do something other than run against us. And they're coming straight at Elijah Franklin, the Summers County quarterback. One thing that they're going to have to do if you're Summers County is they're either going to have to start passing more, whether it's down the field, or they're going to have to start doing a little bit more kickouts through screens, because the Cavaliers are leading that one-on-one coverage. But whenever those plays arise and whenever the occasion comes, you got to be there to make that play. And they've unfortunately missed about 3 or 4 very, very easy passes that they should have had. So we'll see what happens here in the second half.
Another big difference in the score, Matt, is the special teams.
Yes.
Okay. We've got a punt return for a touchdown. You know, and then we've got almost a pick six, and I call that a special team because when a guy picks and goes to the end zone, it's negated by a penalty.
Yes.
But nonetheless, amazing effort. It would have been 6 points had it not been for the penalty. And to me, that is a special team player.
Yes.
So I call that special teams. A lot of people would argue with me. I think it's special teams when one player makes a difference, that big of a difference in a ball game. To me, he is a special team himself. It's about.
I like to argue with you when you're wrong, but the problem is you're not wrong very often, Roger. So I can't
Thanks,
really
Matt.
say
I
much.
wish you would call my wife and tell her that.
Yeah, I'd probably get in trouble if that was the case. But
yeah,
we'll go ahead and give a quick shout out to our sponsors this evening: Reno Medical Center, excellent health care right at home; Park Center Sporting Goods, Steve's Towing, I won't charge an arm or a leg, all I want is a tow; RT Rogers Oil Company, Tattered and Worn Antique Mall located in Lewisburg; and Stevens Automotive of Lewisburg with associates Caleb Ward and Eddie Mitchell. Guys, we can't thank our sponsors enough for what they do for us. They allow us to be able to come out here to these games and to be able to get the right eyes on these kids, whether it's for people watching them. People might not be able to make it at home, whether it's maybe even college scouts because you get clips going on the internet. You never know what you're going to get with these live streams. And you guys, with our sponsors, being able to help us do this is such a blessing.
Absolutely. We can't thank our sponsors enough.
No, we can't.
Guys, they're pivotal. We get to do this. And don't tell anybody, but we actually enjoy doing this. So
I won't go tell
if they
nobody.
tell them, if they find out we enjoy this, it's probably going to. We'll probably have to start paying them or something. So
probably
we enjoy what we do. We have a good time at the games, and we couldn't do that if it wasn't for the sponsors. So definitely a personal thank you from Matt and I that we get to do this and keep up with the high school sports the way we do. And hopefully we say something that puts a smile on somebody's face, or we tell one of our corny jokes. Whatever it is, I hope we make an impact on you guys and you enjoy watching. Let us know if you enjoy it. You can make comments on the Facebook page. We love positive feedback.
Yes, absolutely. And I know you guys don't comment a ton whenever you're watching the game because you're enjoying it. 100% understand. But whenever you guys make a comment, we do see that, and it is very much appreciated for us to get comments and be able to see feedback, whether you guys enjoy the stream, whether you don't like us. Which if you don't like the commentators, I completely understand. To be honest with you, I don't blame you if that's the case. But being able to watch the kids is truly what matters. And all feedback is very, very important to us. That way we can improve the stream and make things as good as we possibly can. Well,
And if there's something we can do better, something that you got somebody out there that's done this before that give us some pointers, hey, we're all ears. I'm not perfect. Matt's not perfect. We're just a couple regular guys that enjoy doing this. So any feedback is definitely appreciated.
100%. To get back onto the football side of things, we have 6:03 left to go here in the little halftime recap. So it is 26-6 currently. The Cavaliers are leading over the Bobcats. And we didn't really go over our first half recap, so let's go ahead and do that. One big thing that has happened in this play, or in this field so far, is 2 big turnovers. Now, one of them turned into a touchdown, the other one didn't. The one that didn't was the one where Plogger was able to recover it, and the other one that did was the Ben Butler kickoff return touchdown from about the 34-yard line. Those have been pivotal moments in this game because the Cavaliers have been able to swing the momentum in their favor, even though Summers County has been able to make themselves drives throughout the game.
I'm interested to see what the time of possession is for each team. I think
Summers County's winning.
Summers County's probably winning the time of possession.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Because Greenbrier West didn't fool around. They score quick.
Yes.
They're marching down the field, a few little chip plays and then a big play. And they mix it up just enough to keep the Bobcats defense guessing. They don't know what they're going to do.
And that's one thing that's huge because if you're going to do your best and if you're going to try to go out here and win a game, as you said, time of possession is important, but you got to put the ball in the end zone at the end of the day. And that is one thing the Cavaliers have done that simply the Bobcats are still trying to figure out right now. The Cavaliers have been able to have those pitch plays. They had the pass from Dunbar to Mason Ward, which was absolutely a pivotal moment in this game because it made it a 3-score touchdown lead. But the good thing is for Summers County, they get the ball to start the second half. That is huge. Can they come out here and not only drive down the field like they've been doing, can they eliminate the self-inflicted wounds with the false starts, offsides, whatever the case may be, but especially the false starts? Can they make it to where Lambert can get himself down the field? Those chunk plays are nice with those 5- and 6-yard gains, but can he get that 20-yard run, that 30-yard run that gets them into the end zone and puts them on the scoreboard and gets them closer to the lead against the Cavaliers? That's the true question mark here because, like I said, you're only 3 touchdowns away from taking this lead over against the Cavaliers. And obviously, that's much easier said than done.
One more big hand for our Hall of Fame.
We'll see how it goes.
Well, I think what needs to happen is obviously, if I'm giving the Bobcats advice or any kind of coaching, it's finish the drive. You've got to finish the drive. You're not going to score unless you finish that drive. And these drives are petering out halfway down the field, a quarter of the way down the field, or whatever. They have some great plays. They get some first downs, and then
good to see
it
Mr.
just changes.
Bobby
So
Whittle.
they've got to do more play-action passes so they can suck the Cavalier defense in and throw it over their head. They've got a quarterback with a good arm. They have receivers that can catch the ball. They need to definitely capitalize on that.
Yes, they have
and
to.
I think that will change the game. But this first drive is going to be key. They've got to march down the field and put some points on the board, or the game's going to get out of hand.
Exactly. And I understand what Summers County wants to do. Elijah Franklin, this is his first year being the quarterback here for this team. Even though he's an experienced player, if I'm not mistaken, he's a senior. Very experienced player, even though he's new at the quarterback position. But one thing about it, he did throw that interception last week. I wonder if that's kind of lingering in his head and saying, hey, Elijah, you're going to throw another interception. He needs to get that out of his head immediately if that's the case. Because if you're going to come back in this game and you're going to beat the Cavaliers, you're going to have to put the ball over the head of the Cavaliers because the Cavaliers are running a lot of man-to-man coverage. And they might be able to do what the Cavaliers did to them, which is Mason Ward being wide open over in the end zone. So you never know.
And the only way to do that is Braxton Lambert, and then you've got to throw something.
You have to.
So you got to pull the defense in, throw it over their head. He did throw one interception tonight, almost a pick six. And I know that's in the back of his head. But
yes.
To be a great quarterback, you have to put that in your rearview mirror, and you don't look back. You move on to the next play.
You have to.
You look to the side like, messed up. and then don't live in it. You have to move on from that play.
Yes. And that's going to be the way that they win this game. And they've also had other guys on their play sheet as well. Vanneman has been a huge contributor on the outside slot, I've noticed. They've been trying to get him the ball a few times as well. But really, like you said, Lambert has been eating the ball up so much because he's been contributing. He's been making plays happen. The thing is, you can't kill yourself with self-inflicted wounds. You got to stop the false starts, as I mentioned earlier, and you have to continue the drive. You can't stop there at midfield and say, okay, that's good enough. We're not going to get into the end zone. You have to continue all the way down until you punch it in and make a play happen. Also, another guy I wanted to mention as well, Aiden Tabor. Tabor has done a great job as well. He's been a little bit more on the inside, but he's caught a few passes as well. Those guys have got to break out. And, I mean, I know Lambert's going to make his plays, but you have to have Tabor and you have to have Vanneman make plays if you're Summers County here. We've got 52 seconds left to go until the start of the second half. So we'll see if Summers County can make a staple and say, okay, we're still in this game and get their home crowd alive here, or if the Cavaliers can shut them out. We'll see what happens here in the second half.
Absolutely, and that's what we got to look forward to. We got a whole other half of football. The whole dynamic of this game can change. Anybody can win on any given night. So we'll see what adjustments that the Bobcats coaching staff makes, and if the Cavaliers are going to change anything they're doing. You know, I'm a pragmatic guy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And
exactly,
I think that's what they need to do.
And one thing I noticed too, and one last thing I want to say before we start the second half, is Summers County does start the ball, or they do start the half with the ball.
Right.
What are they going to do? Are they going to choose to be complacent, or are they going to decide to put that staple in and say, okay, West, we're here. This is our hometown. We are at Bobcat Stadium right now. We're going to win this game. So
I look for more big play attempts.
Yes.
From the Bobcats. I think they're going to take more shots. I think they're going to really try to get big yardage on more plays than they did in the first half. They chipped away at it the first half. I think they're going to, and they're kind of in a spot where they need to do that, but they got to be successful at it.
Exactly.
Clean up the penalties, and this football game could change.
Which, as you mentioned, it's obviously going to be in the back of his head. It can't be, but it more than likely will be in the back of his head, the interception, and then also the very first drive of the game where the interception was dropped here over near the 40-yard line. That's also going to be in the back of his mind. But regardless, at the end of the day, Franklin needs to take those shots. He was 9 for 15, as I mentioned last week, had a little bit over 100 yards passing, and he had that one nice 47-yard touchdown. If you're going to win this game, that's what you got to have out of Franklin.
Oh, yeah. He's got to be able to have a short memory.
You have to.
This game, you got to have a short memory, and in most sports, you have to have a short memory. It's not if you make a mistake, you're going to make a mistake, but you have to have a short memory. So you move on. You try to make the next play count.
Exactly. And one thing I want to give a shout-out to is the offensive and the defensive line of Greenbrier West. That's the reason they're in this game right now.
Yep.
West has, I know they've had those pitch plays to Cameron Parker, and Parker has done a fantastic job on the edge. But other than those plays, Ben Butler, Colton Dunbar, guys like that have been running it up the middle, and they've been able to make plays happen, as well as Colton Crispin able to have a run as well in the first half. So if those guys are going to continue to contribute, the O-line and the D-line has to continue to be great. And they showed it that there in the first half, and that's why they're on track to score 52 points here in this game.
Well, one thing I like about the Cavaliers is their offense is like a Swiss Army knife. They've got so many tools.
Yes.
In one little package there that they can utilize. And you've seen, we didn't hear much from Plogger. Then all of a sudden it's Plogger, right? So
exactly.
And they have depth in the running back position. They've got a little depth on the line. I think it's going to make a big difference, especially down the stretch in this season.
And one thing you can see right here is Barry and Franklin are there at midfield, sort of doing the halftime rituals here for both teams as Greenbrier West is about to kick it off again here to Summers County. One thing that both of these teams, or one thing for Greenbrier West anyway, is they are a very young team, and so is Summers County as well. Summers County only has about 23 players on their roster. Greenbrier West with 44. They have a lot more, but they are filled with young talent. And that's one thing that's going to be super exciting regardless of who the winner is tonight. Both of these teams have a strong future to look ahead to because their young players, their freshmen, sophomores, and even their juniors are going to be getting snaps. That's how it is whenever you have young teams.
Yep.
Cavaliers coming into this game with only 9 seniors. And I believe they only have 7 juniors as well. They are a star-studded young lineup. mean, Colton Dunbar is really about the only one that I can think of off the top of my head, and Logan Berry, senior-wise, that I've said tonight a bunch. And we've had Colton Chrisman as well, but most of the guys are really, really young that we've said this evening. So, yeah, we'll see
so
what
basically,
happens.
to sum that up, the future looks bright for Cavalier football.
Extremely bright, to say the least. And I've been fortunate enough to go to school with the seniors that are here, and these guys are fantastic kids. They've grown up, and I'm super excited to see what they do with their future. And a lot of the guys were considering not playing this year, and they decided to play to basically coach up these younger kids. One of them, unfortunately, not on the field tonight is Camden Sams. He suffered the collarbone injury, and hopefully, prayerfully, he'll be back around week 5-ish. But he decided to play this year so that way the guys would be able to have that morale boost and be able to have that spiritual boost inside of the locker room, which is what the team needs. Enough of me running my mouth. Let's get on to Cavalier and Bobcat football.
McClung kicks the line drive.
He gets it to
DeAndre Wyans.
Wines had a nice catch there, too. He had to jump up for that, but they're already on the Cavalier side of the field.
Yeah, plus territory.
Second half, number 2, Devontae Wines.
Cavaliers are going to have Colton Dunbar there, running safety for them in the back, which means they're most likely going to put McClung there at linebacker. Look for McClung to make some wreck plays here in the second half.
Franklin's under center. They're going to change it up a little bit. Kind of a little pitch play.
Oh, and a forced fumble by Colton Carruthers. And Carruthers.
Let's see what happens.
It's going to be Cavalier football. Nice play there by Colton Carruthers to force that fumble.
First play from scrimmage. If you're a Bobcat fan, you're not happy at this point.
No, you're not. We're going to check it out here on the advanced hydraulics replay here. Want to make sure I told that to you guys right. It looked like it was Colton Carruthers that made that play.
Clean pitch.
No, excuse me. That was senior Logan Berry. That's not surprising at all.
Logan Berry. Forced fumble. 1st and 10. Cavaliers.
That was a great job by Berry to be able to rip that out. They're going to run that pitch play again.
Pitch play, falls forward. It looks like it's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7.
We have an injury on the play for Summers County. It looks like it's going to be
Cameron Parker running the ball.
And Caden Holland looks to be the man. It's down there on the play.
Sportsmanlike face mask in Summers County.
But we're going to have a face mask here against Summers County. That's going to add another few yards onto the play and put the Cavaliers in the Summers County side of the field.
It looked like the official was going to march it off the wrong direction, and I'd say that the Cavaliers sidelines would have got a little loud if that happened.
Just a little loud there, Roger. One thing that I was really, if you're a Cavalier fan, that you're really excited to see is being able to see your senior lineman, Logan Berry, step up. When we had our podcast yesterday at the Moose Lodge, there were so many people that was talking highly about Berry, so it was awesome to see.
A delayed handoff.
Ben Butler. Again. Oh, my goodness.
Rips it up the gut. Looks like it's a first down run.
That was a nice tackle there for number 14 of Summers County there, being able to make that touchdown-saving tackle. But the Cavaliers are threatening, Roger.
Cavaliers on the march. That's what you want to see if you're a Cavalier fan for sure. So 1st and 10.
Soft coverage here.
Trips to the left.
Cover one.
Caught made.
And Ward's going to be
Mason Ward.
But we got a flag on the play.
I wonder if that's going to be another face mask call.
Tackle's made by number 52, Seth Witt on the play. Nice tackle there by the young man.
Here we go. White Hat's going to let us know what happened here. And that looks like a spot.
Block in the back, number 10.
Ooh.
Offense.
It's going to be a block in the back on Mason Ward.
Block in the back, and he had the ball.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm not sure how that happened. I mean, I know he's a dynamic player, but I didn't know he could block for himself. Did you?
I mean, apparently we do now. That's impressive. That's something you could say you will never see again.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Definitely don't want to see that again.
No, you don't. Single eye safety here for Summers County. Another pass for the Cavaliers.
We have more laundry on the field.
Couple broken tackles from Cameron Parker.
Parker didn't want to go down, did he?
No, he didn't. But he's brought down again by number 14 of Summers County over on the far right side of the field. Let's see what this laundry says.
I know that the official was counting.
Legal participation on the black team.
Looks like I believe he said a legal substitution, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw one of the officials counting the guys on the field, so there must have been 12 guys.
Yeah, West will definitely take that penalty as they only gained about 3. No, it's a face mask. Never mind, they changed the call. It's going to be an automatic first down for Greenbrier West.
Well, I don't know. Bobcats had 12 men on the field. Now the one's coming off. Never hurts to have extra help, does it?
No, it doesn't. I was going to say, the new rules, you're allowed to have 13. So
yeah, a baker's dozen.
Makes it perfect. You might as well anyway.
That's going to be a... Is that a first down?
I believe, yes, it is. It should be anyway.
Well,
the chains haven't moved yet.
It's first and inches, it looks like.
Yeah, first and maybe an inch. It might only be about an inch.
Dunbar, keeper. And it looks like he's going to hit about the 3-yard line.
Nice wrap up there by Wines to be able to save the touchdown. I mean, I know they had the fumble, but there's a few guys out there for Summers County that are doing their best to bend, not break, as they would call it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, it's looking like right now Summers County is about to give up a touchdown unless there's something happens.
Looks like McClung came out.
Yeah, they're big man. The Cavaliers, big man.
Dunbar,
Summers
shotgun.
County.
Empty backfield.
Summers County stacks the box with 9 people in there.
Oh.
Butler got ripped down on the play there.
A very short game by Butler, if any.
It's going to be by number 0, Tabor, and he appears to be slow to get up, and he shoos away his athletic trainer. Tabor's he's a rough man, you can tell. We've been saying his name, Wine's name, Vanneman's name, and Franklin's name all night. Those 4 guys. So you know for a fact he's not going to want to come out of this game.
Definitely gritty players, aren't they?
Yes, he is. Second down here for the Cavaliers. Dunbar wants the pass.
And he got it.
Mason Ward again.
Ward with the completion. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
That is 2 receiving touchdowns for the sophomore. He's showing. He almost reminds me of Tucker Lilly a few years ago for the Cavaliers. He's a little bit of a smaller player, but he's got really reliable hands. So.
I couldn't see who the defending receiver was on that play, but he just got beat by a step.
Looks like to me it was number 4, Caden Holland, who we've also said his name several times as well this evening. But Mason Ward has been able to get open a bunch. Riker balling for the extra point for the Cavaliers. He's 2 for 4 so far today, and he's going to be 2 for 5.
Yeah, misses that one.
He's really missed those.
Not a great percentage on the kicking here.
No, just 40% on the day.
I'm thinking 3 yards out, you send Butler to fall forward, and he's going to get it most of the time.
And there's the replays you could see here on the advanced hydraulics as Dunbar was going towards the left side and then wrapped up. That was just a nice tackle there by Wines to be able to save that touchdown, even though the Cavaliers did get in just a few short plays later.
Yeah, and the size difference between Butler and him is...
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so awesome open field tackle.
I 100% agree with that. And one thing that the Cavaliers did, and they made it a staple here in the second half, they made it 0-0 at halftime. I can guarantee you that's what Coach Robertson and what the other coaches were saying, even if Kelly Vaughn was here with us this evening. One thing they were saying in the locker room is it's 0-0. You're going to go out there and you're going to give 100% of your effort. And that's exactly what they did. Logan Berry forced the fumble. They went right back down, and they put 6 on the board. That's what they needed to do.
Yep.
To really shut the gates here. Well, excuse me, I say shut the gates. The gates aren't quite shut yet. 4-touchdown lead here. It's still a very open game with 9:06 to go here in the third quarter. I mean, this game's not over yet.
You talk about the gates. I think the gates are swinging closed. They're not quite closed yet. You might be able to squirt through there, but it's going to take all hands on deck and basically Lady Luck on the Bobcats side here at this point with the Cavaliers are clicking on all cylinders.
One thing that would really help here is a nice kickoff return, so let's see what happens. Number 14 is going to take the kickoff return, and he's going to get ripped down. He was tripped up by number 22 of the Cavaliers, Hayden Holiday. And Summers County is going to be almost at midfield here.
And I don't see number 14 on the Bobcat roster either. So we've got
unfortunately he hasn't been. So I've just been saying number 14. Unfortunately, we don't have access to be able to ask a coach or anything who the number is for number 14. But if there's anybody in the Facebook comments, be sure to let us know, and we will definitely get his name out because we've had to say his number several times today, which is a good thing. Nice tackle there.
Lambert goes for about 5.5, we'll call it.
Carruthers and Palmer, they're on the tackle for the Cavaliers.
Close to 6-yard gain.
That's pretty close to it. If you're going to come back in this game, if you're Summers County, you need to up the tempo a little bit, and you got to push it down the field. You have to.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to play with some more tempo. Get to the ball, get the play off. May even go to a no-huddle offense if they have practiced that at all. And Braxton rips it up the middle for a first down.
Nice carry there again by Lambert, and he's going to be tackled by Palmer again. That's 2 straight tackles there by Aiden Palmer. Another young guy here on this Cavaliers team. I'm telling you, they're loaded with them. And Palmer's going to get substituted right out with Ty Pate. Summers County going to see if they can get themselves a little bit of a drive going here now with 1st and 10. As you can see on the clock, 8:02 to go left in the third quarter here for Summers County.
1st and 10. Franklin, little communication with the back.
Very bunched formation here for Summers County. Nice combined tackle there. It's going to be ripped down by number 9, Scott McClung, and Ben Butler, who's their sure little tackler. I say a little tackler, more I'm going to say elusive because he's obviously big enough to bring these guys down. He's had several tackles this evening.
Yeah, so give Lambert another 3 yards on the night.
I don't know what the records look like for AA rushing, but I would not be surprised if Lambert was in the top 5 rushing in AA this year, to be honest with you, Roger.
Oh, yeah, I would say it's close to it.
Single eye safety here look for the Cavaliers.
Franklin drops back, quick pass.
Nice tackle there once again by Ben Butler. And he's helped out by Shane Plogger.
So Caden Holland with a good reception and a nice effort after the catch.
Yeah, Caden Holland's been making a lot of plays here this evening. That's probably the 4th pass he's caught here on the outside of the field this evening. So we're going to see what he does if he keeps being that little option look for Franklin. But, yeah, you never know. It's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 3, we're going to call it.
The Cavaliers empty the box.
Nice quick pass over the middle by Franklin.
That was a nice strike there, but he's going to be tackled by number 10, Mason Ward, who's caught 2 balls this evening, 4 touchdowns.
First down, Bobcats.
So he catches Tabor
Fine throw by
right over the middle.
6:25 to go here in the third quarter. And this is exactly what Summers County needed, Roger, after that touchdown that they just gave up. They're keeping their head up, they're keeping the morale up, and they're trying to drive down and punch one against the Cavaliers.
I like the mix-up in the play calling here. There's a nice pass to the end zone, a little overthrown.
Yeah, Plogger was a few feet behind him. Good sportsmanship there by Plogger. It looks like great. I'm going to say great.
I'm not sure the Cavalier guy's trying to break his leg or help him with a cramp, but we're going to call that sportsmanship, okay?
That's just great sportsmanship there by Plogger. I was fortunate enough to be able to play with this kid, and he's grown up a long ways.
What is it?
Ticket 457170. 1710.
Alrighty, we're going to take a quick commercial break here real fast. This is Matthew Thomas.
And Roger Bennett on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
To not know where to go there up the middle, he leans forward for about a yard. And we've got a Cavalier down now with what appears to be a cramp.
I believe, is that?
Good to see Colleen Hanna out tonight
Trying to see
for the
who
ball
that
game.
is.
Both of the coaching staffs are out there helping this kid out, and you definitely want to see that too. That's also sportsmanship by the trainers. If they can offer a helping hand, it's awesome that they do that.
I 100% agree with that. And as you can see, the Cavaliers with the knee down on their sideline showing support. And it is going to be Ben Butler again, who did have an injury last week. Thoughts and prayers for him. And hopefully he's okay, because that's the second week in a row that he's went down. And you know he's a tough kid. They're elusive starting running back, and hopefully he doesn't miss any time and he's good to go. Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah, it probably is. He got a little bit of a limp to him, but he come off under his own power. So, yeah, hopefully it's just superficial.
I hope so, too. We got single high safety here for the Cavaliers. Going to see if they can keep Summers County out of the end zone. Summers County is going to see if they can strike against the Cavaliers.
Franklin backs the pass. He finds a man in the end zone. Incomplete. He threw to the corner, and might have been a little confusion on that route.
That was great defense there by Plogger. Honestly, if Plogger would have seen where the receiver was going a little bit more, he might have been able to pick that. But he was still all over him nonetheless. I thought he's going to have that interception there for a second. Great defense by him.
Yeah, and that was intended for Nathan Fox.
5:40 to go here in the third quarter, and it looks like Summers County is going to go for it on 4th down and 8. And I would say this is going to be one of the most crucial plays if Summers County is going to come back in this game.
We've got a timeout, Bobcats. And we'll take a quick one with them. This is Roger Bennett.
And Matthew Thomas here on the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Don't go anywhere.
One-way towing, the source for all of your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
It's like a family reunion. How old are you? 20.
So can you imagine
Good to see Ann and Doug Kelly with us tonight.
I bet it feels good. Yeah. Alrighty, and
Franklin slightly overthrows.
That was a nice job there, though, by Ward.
And I think the Bobcats were looking for a penalty flag, but they didn't get one.
Yeah, Tabor was putting his hands up, both of his hands up in the air, looking for a penalty. But to be honest with you, I don't think it would have mattered because that ball was overthrown.
Right.
So even if there was nobody there, he wouldn't have caught that pass.
Yeah, he would have had to go upstairs to get it, and there's no stairs.
No, there isn't. He'd have gone to at least the 4th floor.
Yeah.
There's no 4 floors in this house. Alrighty.
All right, so here we are. Cavaliers take over on downs on their own 14-yard line. Dunbar in a shotgun.
Bobcats just was able to get a man off the field.
Nice cut. And run.
And that's a nice touchdown-saving tackle again.
Crispin.
Colton Taylor with the touchdown-saving tackle. He's made several plays this evening, Roger.
Yeah, we didn't have his name attached to his jersey number. What we do now?
Yeah, we had our
house
roster had him as number 56, but that's okay. Nice tackle there.
Chrisman just tripped up in the backfield, gets probably back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, those are plays you're going to need to have, and you're going to be really surprised by this. Lambert with the tackle in the backfield.
You know, Braxton Lambert is just, he's like Santa Claus. He's everywhere.
Exactly, at all times of the year. Oh, that's just great.
Just a great football player, great athlete, good kid.
Franklin's going to be playing the safety up here. Try to keep the Cavaliers from making any big plays downfield. But Summers County, quite frankly, if they're going to win this game, and we got a flag on the field, if they're going to win this game, and it's going to be offsides.
Offsides against the Cavaliers, so take 5 away from them.
False start on offense.
That's exactly what you need right there if you're Summers County. You need a turnover, and you need to get the ball back quick. They need a score.
I think somebody may have been lined up in the neutral zone on that one. I fear.
I agree because I didn't see any movement. I don't think the players were really set yet. There's Plogger in motion.
Dunbar keeps it around the left side. There he goes. Dunbar down to about the 37-yard line, and he's forced out of bounds.
Dunbar was finally tackled by number 4, Caden Holland, but we do have another flag on the play. More than likely going to be holding, and we got another Cavalier down.
I don't know if it's going to be holding or blocking the back.
Unfortunately, several injuries.
And it is against the Cavaliers. We'll see what it is. I saw the officials pointing.
Yeah, well, as soon as we figure out who this player is right here that's injured for the Cavaliers, we'll let you guys know. Hopefully, as we said with Ben Butler, it's just a cramp and nothing crazy. Summers County taking a knee as well. It's number 76, Cooper Judy.
Holding on offense.
And it looks like Judy is able to get up under his own power, which is a good thing. He looks like he wanted to stay in the game there for a second, so that's a great sign. He kind of shuffled back towards.
I'm looking at the replay, and I don't know that I saw anything flagrant.
I didn't either.
But they're backing him up.
Yeah, as I'll say that, like you were mentioning earlier in the broadcast, the officials see things we don't, so that must have been what it was.
And then sometimes from our angle, we see things they don't.
Exactly. Well, I mean, we're pretty much all-knowing up here as sports commentators. We know almost everything.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
It's our job to know everything and to say everything perfectly at all times. So.
We're about like that that cube you shake, and it gives you a different answer every time.
Yes, the little 8-ball thing.
Yeah,
I know
the
what
8-ball. Pass.
Nice tackle there, though, by Holland. And it's going to be a loss of about 2 yards on the play. Nice tackle there by Holland.
That pass was to
Scott McClung.
Scott McClung. Almost looked like a number 4. His jersey was folded. And McClung's a big target, too.
He's a huge target, man. He plays baseball. Baseball's his main sport, but he is a fantastic football player with his frame. I mean, how can you not be at his size? Cavaliers tried to get him to jump off sides.
And I believe they did.
They did, yes. That's going to give 5 free yards for West. It's going to make it 3rd down and 11.
A little more manageable than
third
and 16 or 17, whatever that is.
Summers County's going to bring in
19 maybe is what it was.
Yeah, Summers County's going to bring in Kozert onto the field at line, give them a tad more size, substituting out Braden Kozert.
I'll watch for Dunbar to take matters in his own hands again.
And you called it.
Oh, pass intended.
A little bit high, defended by, you guessed it,
by
Braxton
Vincent
Lambert.
Vaughn. The pass intended for Vincent Vaughn. A little bit too high.
And Braxton Lambert on the coverage. I know that's another shocker, but looks like, I believe I heard holding. We'll see.
An eligible receiver on offense.
Oh.
21.
They'll probably decline this penalty.
So they're saying that Vincent Vaughn was ineligible to be downfield.
The penalty is declined. So, yes, it's going to be 4th down and 11 for the Cavaliers, and we will almost for sure see a punt here. And good sign and news for the Cavaliers. Ben Butler is back on the field, so that's a great sign to see Butler back on the field. Scott McClung back to punt here for the Cavaliers.
Nice high punt down to the 40, fielded. Breaks a tackle.
And tackled by Ben Butler. I mean, he comes back after an injury and already is making plays. He's an unbelievable player. He's great at football, he's great at basketball, and he's a great track runner as well. He's all the above.
Ryland Tabor on the return for
So
Bobcats.
Cavaliers couldn't put a drive together that time. It stalled pretty quick. It's going to be 1st and 10, Bobcats from their own 47-yard line.
There's 2 words, though, that the Cavaliers did great, though, on that drive, and that is ball management. They did great with it. They were able to suck some clock down, and they were able to punt it away without turning the ball over.
And there's Lambert.
And Ben Butler.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, Ben Butler and Scott McClung both with the combined tackle there on the play. Butler, who led the Cavaliers last week with tackles, looking like he's going to do it again.
So 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Nowhere to go for Lambert that time.
No, and if Summers County is going to even have a chance to come back, they have got to put the ball in the air. They've been running a lot of this I formation right here, and they're running it.
Shotgun. Stopped in the backfield.
And nice tackle in the backfield there.
Franklin.
That was a great play there by Emery Sanford. Sanford's getting a lot of time to play this year as a young kid. He's doing great.
So tackle for loss, 3rd and behind the chains for the Bobcats.
And the Bobcats need to make something happen now if they're going to have any chance to come back in this game.
And it looked like a design quarterback run, not a read option.
No, I completely agree because he had it tucked. He had it tucked away and was ready to roll with that thing. But Emery Sanford said, not today, Satan.
All right, Franklin. Uh-oh.
We got a flag on the play.
Nothing's even happened yet, and we got a flag.
Legal substitution on the offense. Got 12 guys.
And we got an illegal substitution against Summers County. It was already 3rd down and 13, and to add more salt to the wound, it's now 3rd down and 18. So,
yeah, that is a very costly penalty.
And that's one thing that we mentioned in our little halftime show, if you want to call it that. We mentioned that
so they waived the penalty off.
And
timeout Bobcats.
Timeout Bobcats. Just kidding. We're always right. We're going to commercial break. This is Matthew Thomas.
And Roger Bennett on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. We will be right back.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
And we are back at Summers County.
Franklin, nowhere to go. Ball's loose.
Butler forces the fumble. It's going to be recovered by number 40 of the Cavaliers.
It's going to be Cavalier football.
The senior Colton Chrisman coming up to make the play. He was at the right place at the right time, Roger, and that is the third turnover of the game for the Bobcats.
He just didn't have enough time to even really get into his pocket, and there was Cavaliers in his face.
Ben Butler came in like a heat-seeking missile, and he was looking for blood, and he found blood in Franklin. As soon as he did, there wasn't really a chance. Because, Ben Butler, as I mentioned earlier, he might not be the biggest player, but he is strong and he is elusive, and he got there quick.
All right, here we go, Cavaliers.
Cavaliers right back on offense, and they flipped the fields just like that with the turnover. And with 1:22 to go here in the third quarter, the Cavaliers will probably run most of the time and salt the rest of this clock away. Summers County makes a substitution here on defense, substituting in number 55, Preston Perrell, for number 70, Christian Kozer.
Shotgun. Dunbar. Chrisman around the right. Nothing but one man to beat, and he beat him, and he's going to score. Pay dirt for Colton Chrisman.
Colton Chrisman recovers the fumble, and he goes in for the Cavaliers touchdown. 38-6, just like that, Roger.
Oh, that's a payday for putting in the work right there.
That's right, and Colton Chrisman has been doing a lot of work in the weight room this offseason, and it showed there being able to break a couple tackles. Now, one thing the Cavaliers would love to see here, Riker Ball here is only 2 for 5 here for field goals, or excuse me, for PATs. Can he make it 3 for 6? We're about to find out.
$335 to the cheer squad. So
Ball has it blocked. It's blocked by number 0, Rylan Tabor. We've said his name a few million times this evening. So
yeah, Tabor, good ball player, way to get in there. He found a crease and zipped through it, blocking the punt, or blocking the PAT, and here we are, 38-6, Cavaliers on top. I don't think that missing that point after is going to hurt him any.
No, I don't think it will either. And one thing, after we come back from our commercial break, we'll talk here in just a few seconds about what we thought about that last sequence. This is Matthew Thomas
and Roger Bennett on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Don't go anywhere.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
So there's a guy from Summers County that... And as you can see right there on your screen, a little bit more of a sentimental moment right there for Summers County. They had a tragic play last week on the football field against Pikeview where number 41 for their team had to be flown out. And it was a very devastating play, obviously. And our thoughts and prayers are with number 41 and his family as he... To my knowledge, in the article that I read, he wasn't able to feel his body from his lower body down. So, unfortunately, not able to be here tonight. But our thoughts and prayers from the Cavalier family are definitely with the Bobcats as he's not able to be here and playing in this game. I mean, even it doesn't matter what player or coach is on a team. Both teams are never going to make fun of something like that because it means a lot for all your teams to be able to be here and playing on the same field.
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever you're at, stop and say a prayer for that family and that young man that he makes a full recovery.
Absolutely.
Franklin drops back, takes a long shot, and we are going to have pass interference.
Yeah, Shane Plogger was all over him. Plogger tried to help him up, but number 0 looks like he was... Yeah, Tabor was not too happy about that. I don't know if Plogger said anything to him or if he was just not happy, but regardless, It's going to be pass interference and a first down for Summers County with 51 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Pass interference on the defense, number 24.
Yeah, that was an easy call for the officials to make there. He was all over him.
He was.
I mean, he was on him like a 18-year-old on a prom date. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, Roger. All right, single high safety here, look, for the Cavaliers. They've got Karsten Burns going back at safety, which is a little bit of a different look. They've had Colton Dunbar there pretty much all evening, but with the Cavaliers being up 32, trying to get the younger guys some reps. And the Cavaliers get a stuff here. It's going to be a tackle by number 53 of the Cavaliers, Patrick Tharp, the senior. Nice tackle there by Tharp.
And number 2, Ty Pate was on that tackle, too. He was stood up by 2 guys there, it looked like.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Cavaliers, that's been a theme this evening, is multiple guys being in on the tackles. Unless if it's an outside run or a pass, it's really been 2 Cavaliers at the tackle just about every single time that the Summers County has ran the ball up the middle.
Let's see if they take another shot.
I would say they will. They pretty much need to,
yeah,
and they will.
Here we go. Franklin. Across the middle, finds his man.
Nice pass there by Franklin.
And he found number 2, DeAndre Wines.
And the tackle is made by number 34, Vaxton Vaughn on the play. And that's going to bring us to the end of your third quarter here at Summers County. The score is 38-6. But we're going to take a quick break while the third quarter is underway. This is Matthew Thomas.
And Roger Bennett on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Alrighty, and we are back here at Summers County. It is the start of the fourth quarter. Cavaliers are dominating the Bobcats right now, 38-6. They've forced 3 turnovers so far, and that's pretty much been the story of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Just miscues. There's a nice pass completed, finds his man, and he's got a first down.
The
That
Cavaliers,
was number 8, Nathan Fox, it looked like, with that reception, and he's a little slow to get up.
yeah, Ty Payton, Hayden Holiday was able to wrap him up, but
No, to Tabor.
yeah, as I'll say, I believe that's the Tabor. You had it right. You don't make mistakes, Roger. Remember?
Yeah, well, the contrast on their jerseys is a little hard to see for an old man like me. But, yeah, it was number 0, not number 8, so that was Tabor with a great catch and a first down. Good effort after the catch, too. Another pass.
It's going to be swung out again. Another combined tackle for
Caden
the
Holland.
Cavaliers by Karsten Burns and number 53, Patrick Tharp. Tharp made a play earlier, and he's making another play again. This is the type of offense that has worked for Summers County, and I'm a little bit surprised they didn't try it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, they've definitely got a passing game. I think one of the problems that they've had is not allowing their quarterback enough time to sit in the pocket and throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple times they tried that, and there were too many Cavaliers in the backfield.
Exactly, and that's going to be a problem you're facing whenever you have Logan Berry, you have Parker Vance, and you have several other guys coming up the middle as well that are going to be a pain in your rear. They're big guys, and you have a couple other guys as well as Wyatt Smith. I mean, this Cavalier defensive line is not something to be messed with. It's really not.
So they're going to call that a first down for the Bobcats. They're motioning the chain guys to move.
And also the big man, Logan Burdett, as well, to shout him out. This whole defensive line, honestly, you could shout them out for the Cavaliers. They've done a fantastic job this evening. You'll see another pass play here, I'm sure, from Franklin.
Franklin, make an adjustment. We've got Lambert in the backfield.
And it is not. And a nice rack
gain
of
of about
there.
one.
Beautiful tackle there by number 2, Ty Pate, the big man. His brother was a standout star a couple of years ago for the Cavaliers. It was Jake Pate. If you remember the all-star running back that he was insanely fast.
Yeah, Jake was a good runner.
Yeah, he was a crucial part to the Cavaliers' success. Him, Ethan Holiday, and Cole Vandal, all of them great contributors to the Cavaliers' success when they were runners-up in 2023.
The Twins left, right, drops back, pass, quick pass to DeAndre Wines. He finds some room. Oh, a nice jump cut back towards, he's going to probably get to the 6-yard line.
He made a couple men miss.
But we have laundry on the field.
Yes, we do. Nice tackle there. There's still by Aiden Palmer, and number 21, Vincent Vaughn, able to make the play. But let's see what the call is, whether it's more than likely blocking the back or holding. We'll see.
Yeah, it's in
blocking the back on
Yeah.
offense, number 4.
It is.
That was Caden Holland with a block in the back. We'll see if we can see it on the replay here. There it is.
You could see it right there. Good job by our cameraman.
Wasn't a
say.
flagrant hit, but just enough to throw the flag.
Exactly, and the
main thing is to keep these kids safe, and that's why that penalty exists.
Exactly. Quick pass out. It looked like he wasn't quite ready for it.
That was intended for Holland, and he put his hands on his helmet like he misstepped on that play.
Yeah, Holiday was on the coverage, but I don't think it would have mattered much anyway because, as you said, they weren't really in the same communication line. So it is what it is. To be honest, that's really been the story this evening for Summers County. A lot of miscommunication, but it's only week 2 of the season, and this is a very young team. They're only going to get better.
So 0, 8, and 6 look the same to me on the Bobcats from a distance.
Get you some. Yeah, as I was saying, you got
Lambert.
your spectacles on.
Lambert finds a hole. It's going to be a first down.
That was a good tackle there by Sanford once again. Emory Sanford's made several tackles this evening, and he was able to drop him at his legs. Nonetheless, though, it's going to be a first down here for Summers County. 38-6.
I'm really digging the play calling from this Summers County sideline. It's they're mixing it up just enough to chip away first downs. Even with a block in the back penalty, they were able to. And that one was just out of reach.
That was such good defense there by Carson Burns. Burns has been doing a great job there. He's played a good bit of safety tonight, but also played corner as well. But one thing that the Cavaliers have been doing is they're bending but not breaking. This isn't the first time that Summers County has been in the red zone and even inside the 10-yard line and had trouble scoring. So that could change here on this play, but we'll see what happens.
And that would look like it was intended for Tabor.
I believe you are correct. It did look like Tabor. I'll try to help you out a little bit since it is a little bit dark.
Over the middle, almost picked off.
Oh, my goodness. That was tipped by number 50 of the Cavaliers, Damian Garden. And then nearly caught
by
number 82, Elijah McDaniel, the freshman.
Yeah, it bounced right off his chest. So we're at third, and we're going to call it 10 yards. I would say Lambert's going to get the call, or no, it was a pass attempt, short, underthrown ball to Holland.
Very underthrown. I agree with that. So that's one thing. Franklin, he's doing a fantastic job this evening. He's struggled, but the fact that he has had very little experience at the quarterback position, only coming in as his first year here, even though it's his senior year, his first year at quarterback, he has done a fantastic job. And Colton Dunbar's really been in the same position. Dunbar's been used to playing tight end, played a lot of linebacker as well, which he's played linebacker as well this year, but he's also been in at quarterback. So both teams unfamiliar quarterbacks coming into the season.
And caught. Touchdown, Bobcats. And that looked like DeAndre Wines with that reception, and it was. Touchdown, Bobcats. Beautifully thrown. Threaded the needle on that one.
Yeah, Holiday was on the backside of him, but it's not going to matter if you're on the backside. You got to be on the front side of him to intercept the pass or to be able to break it up. Good pass play there by Franklin to be able to hit Wines in the end zone. I'm sure the Bobcats will go for 2 here.
Now, I hear the local announcer calling him Deontay. I believe it's DeAndre.
DeAndre, I got you.
So we're going for 2. I'll tell you what I'd like to see is a little more play action with pulling the ball.
The ball's tipped up in the air, and it looks like it was intercepted by the Cavaliers, but as we mentioned earlier, you can't advance a 2-point conversion or a PAT. So
right.
It's going to be 38-12 and stay that way. Cavaliers lead by 26.
Yeah, so they shortened the lead a little bit, and they needed that spark just so they know they can do it. But I tell you what I like to see from this coaching staff on the Bobcats, what I think will be very effective, is the play action where he actually pulls the ball out of Lambert's gut and then throws the ball, because that's going to suck the defense in, and it's going to open up the passing game a little bit better, because they're not biting it. Anytime that all you got to do is watch Lambert. If he doesn't get the ball, it's a pass. That's their offense.
Exactly, because Lambert has been running the ball up the gut all night.
Yeah.
And that's been working for the most part for Summers County. The reason why they're down right now is unforced errors such as turnovers and then their false starts and other penalties. Those are the 2 things that have killed Summers County. Other than those 2 things, they would be in this game against the Cavaliers. But whenever you have those unforced errors, and also, as you mentioned, them not really switching up from the run game, you're not going to be able to make as many plays, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you got to do some play action, because Lambert's a threat.
Exactly.
But they can tell if he's getting the ball. So what I would do is I would play action and pull it out of his gut. He's going to the right side from the left side, and I would throw to the left side.
I agree. I don't know any difference, so I agree.
Just you got to have a little misdirection on your pass plays too.
You have to.
Other than that, I like the offense they run. I think they've got a good quarterback that's pretty accurate, and you can tell his confidence was building on that drive.
And that's one good thing about Summers County, as you mentioned, they were able to get a little bit more momentum going, and they're going to try for a little bit of an onside kick.
And that was recovered by Patrick Tharp, it looked like. Yeah, Patrick Tharp. No. It was 63. The guy that doesn't have a jersey.
That was John Akers. Yep.
Okay, there he is.
Akers, yes.
There he is.
Yeah, I had to put him over on that side because he came in. Yeah, he came in, or not came in a little bit later, but had a different jersey number than what was on our roster.
Right.
So.
Okay, Akers. So he falls on it. About the 43-yard line.
Yes. And the Cavaliers are pretty much, I had to venture to say, they're just going to bleed this clock away. They'll try to put up another touchdown on the board, I'm sure, but most of this play will be running. They'll run the ball most of the way.
Well, this is when you open your playbook and you practice some of the stuff that you're just a little bit rusty on, and you try to get more crisp on it. So you can throw any play at them and see how they execute it. They may be executed good in practice, but they don't feel comfortable in a game situation. Now they're in a position where they can run that play with just under 9 minutes left in the ball game.
Yes.
And it's like a dress rehearsal, so to speak. Okay, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You go back to what works and get a first down and then try something else. So, we've got Looks like a timeout on the field.
Yes, it was. I believe there was some personnel change on the field, and they were a little bit confused. Scott McClung was coming in at quarterback, and they were motioning over Carson Burns to the left side of the field, and I believe it was miscommunication. So nothing crazy, but the Cavaliers went ahead and took a timeout. That way they can get their guys on the same page and get ready to go for this play. But I completely agree with you with them trying to give a shot at new things and really see how things go. But one thing is they are already up by more than 3 touchdowns, already up by 4 scores. So they'll probably run the ball a little bit more still. That way they're not adding salt to the wound against Summers County, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so Dunbar's out. Looks like McClung's in it, going to take the snaps. And Karsten Barnes is a receiver.
Low snap. Low snap, low, doesn't matter.
That was number 34, Shane Plogger. Just ripping the defense right up the gut.
That was a good move. Yeah. And then number 62, Evan Dick with the tackle. That was a nice tackle there.
Baxton Vaughn, I'm sorry.
First down, Cavaliers.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's just a little bit after dark. It's hard. Well, I mean, it's hard, too, to see those. It's hard to see those darker jerseys, even though his was lighter. It's hard to see it in this light. So, alrighty.
So McClung.
Single eye safety here for Summers County. They run it again.
And that was Vaughn again. He gets the call, gets maybe a yard. We're going to call it a yard.
He's going to be tackled by Tabor and Farrell. Both of them was combining on the tackle. Good job there by Summers County to be able to get their guys up and rolling. Maybe give themselves a little bit of momentum. Stop against the Cavaliers.
Good read. So 2nd and long for the Cavaliers.
It looks like Summers County is about to bring in one of their younger guys onto the field, Tyzik Lilly, who I have been loving saying his name pregame. Well, name my kid Tyzik.
McClung breaks the tackle, falls forward. It looks like it's going to be 3rd down and about 2.5, 3 yards, it looks like.
Yeah, heck of a lot of stumbling from McClung, but we mentioned earlier that he is such a big guy that as long as he keeps those legs churning, it's going to take multiple Bobcats to be able to take him down and be able to put him on the turf. Or, put him on the grass, I should say.
Yeah, it's grass down here. And in most places it's turf anymore, but Summers County still doing the grass field, and it's a great field to play on. I've been here several times.
It really is, and they do a great job of maintaining this field. Even though it's a little bit older, they do a great job at taking care of it. So, pitch play again.
Pitch play, right side, and he's going to get forward. Going to be close to a 1st down. They may have to measure this one.
That was great defense there by Summers County. A little bit of a combined tackle there by number 14, Colton Taylor, and the number 4, Kanan Holland, both on the tackle. Holland looked like he was limping a little bit after the play.
They're going to call it 4th down. And
4th down and can't be very much. It looks like he was pretty much on it.
It looks like they backed it up just a little bit on the spot.
4th down and about a hair.
I'd look for McClung to keep this one.
They're not going to stop him, more than likely. He's such a big man.
He can lean forward and get that one.
Exactly. Let's see what happens.
And he got it.
And they're going to run it with McClung, and they pick up more than 1 yard that they needed.
Yeah, needed 3 or 6 inches. He got several yards, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Cavaliers in Bobcat territory, about the 27, almost the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Colton Swaney coming in with the tackle. And it looks like the Cavaliers have a man down the field. That's going to be number 2, Ty Pate. He appears to be okay for the most part, but he went down there in the backfield. He was able to get up under his own power at least, which is a good thing. Well, we're going to take a quick break here as we have a timeout here. My name is Matthew Thomas.
And this is Roger Bennett with the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. We will be right back with Friday Night Lights.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Reno and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
Scores tonight: Meadow Bridge 18, Pocahontas County 12.
All right, here we are. Dunbar, shotgun, handoff, stuffed in the backfield.
30, Liberty.
Yeah, nice
24.
little handoff there from McClung, but he got tackled pretty quickly there. Looked like Nathan Fox there on the tackle.
Yeah, Baxton Vaughn had nowhere to go on that play.
No, he didn't. He did not. Fox was up there on the play, and if Fox didn't make the play, there was 4 other Bobcats that were there to make the play as well. So he'd have had to have stiff-armed or trucked a few guys to be able to get any yardage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who his dad is.
Single eye safety again here for the Bobcats. We got a little guy back there at safety.
We got a flag.
False
start. Number 32.
False start on the offense.
And back him up.
James Monroe 26, Shady Springs 0.
It sounds like James Monroe is doing their job tonight, putting it on Shady.
Yeah, Meadow Bridge beat Pocahontas County earlier as well, 18-12. Low scoring affair.
28, Woodrow Wilson 14.
And Greenbrier East beats Woodrow Wilson as well, so that's a big rivalry game.
Yeah, I don't know that's a final score just yet.
I don't know if it is either, because that's normally a high-scoring game between those two teams.
McClung to the left side, tripped up, gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, Colton Taylor's been all over it this evening. He was able to just barely trip up McClung, but it's really hard to trip up a big dude like McClung, but he was able to get the right part of his foot and trip him up. It's going to be
a 5-yard face mask penalty on the defense, and I'm not sure. It must have been just an inadvertent. Usually a face mask is more, so it must have been just an inadvertent face mask, and I think they have that option to make it a 15 or a 5-yard penalty, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say that'll make it second down. Second down and an 8, I believe, is what the sticks say. Yes. All right. Man-to-man coverage here.
McClung hands it off. Rips it up the middle, and there goes Baxton Vaughn to the house. Touchdown.
Vaughn is a young kid, but I'm telling you, he is fast. He reminds me a lot last week of Elijah McDaniel whenever Elijah McDaniel ran that touchdown in from the punt return that we had late in last week's game. But these young guys are making plays for the Cavaliers. That's going to make it 44-12. Now, one thing more that you would like to see, Riker Ball, he's 2 for 6 here on PATs this evening. Can he go 3 for 7 and give the Cavaliers a little bit of a light? The Cavaliers had a great PAT kicker a few years ago in Hayden Ridgeway, and they're trying to get that again in Riker. Riker, the PAT is up, and I believe he got it. And Riker got it. Nice kick there from Ball.
Finding a little bit of his sea legs, so to speak, when it comes to kicking that ball. So that one's up and good.
Exactly.
45-12 is the score now. 3:55 left to go in the fourth quarter. So the ball game is, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's out of reach for the Bobcats at this point.
I think you're at liberty to say that, Roger. Once you're up by this much, the only way you'd be able to come back is if the Cavaliers all went blind and they fumbled the ball every single play. That's about the only way.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much of a chance. You're down, let me see, you're down by 33 points. That's almost 5, or that's 5 touchdowns. So you're pretty much shut out at this point.
I'm going to tell you what, you can't say enough about the defense for the Cavaliers. And I say that because Braxton is an amazing runner. I mean,
Yes.
he's hard to stop, and they have all but shut him down, especially when it comes to big explosive plays. He's chipped away a few yards here and there, but, Braxton Lambert is a ball player, and that's definitely kudos to the Cavalier defense for taking that bull by the horn, so to speak, and corralling him.
Absolutely. And one thing I was mentioning in our pregame show yesterday, or excuse me, not our pregame show, but our little podcast that we did at the Moose Lodge yesterday, was that we have to control the offensive and the defensive line in order to win this game. And that's exactly what happened. Now, are the turnovers nice? Absolutely. But the Cavaliers, every single time the Bobcats ran down the field, the Cavaliers stopped them. They bend, but they didn't break. They only gave up 2 touchdowns this evening, and both of them were when the Bobcats went down 5-minute-long plays. So the Cavaliers have done a fantastic job this evening being able to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Colton Dunbar's done a great job. Ben Butler's done a great job despite dealing with a bunch of injuries. And even Mason Ward catching 2 touchdown passes from Colton Dunbar. So
and you gotta throw McClung in that mix too. McClung has come out taking snaps, doing his job. A couple throws, not exactly what you want to see, but coming off the bench and coming in behind Dunbar, I thought he's done a good job at, controlling the ball, no turnovers. So I think he's done a good job also.
He's done a great job. And another name I want to mention as well is Cameron Parker. We didn't mention his name last week. He didn't get the ball, I don't think, any last week, if I remember correctly. But he's got 3 pitches this week, ran 1 in for a touchdown, and even though he had 1 called back, he ran in 1 from about 30 yard gain, and then the 1 that was called back, obviously. So Cameron Parker also a huge mention on those pitch plays to be able to get to the outfield on both the right and the left side of the field and be able to make not only plays happen, but big plays happen for this Cavalier offense. So, and also he's made some contributions to the defensive side of the ball, despite Butler, if I believe, being the lead tackler this evening. So we'll see how the rest of this game goes, but it looks like the Cavaliers and the Bobcats both
have put second string in.
Well, unfortunately for the Bobcats, they don't really have enough players to put all their second string in, but still.
And there goes number 11, Lucas Hara, for a first down run.
That was a nice gain there from Lucas. Lucas was tackled by number 82, Elijah McDaniel. And number 20, Brenton Hodge. I'm a huge Brenton Hodge fan. He did a great job against Pendleton County in the preseason game at cornerback, and he is going to be a great kid coming in to play this year as a sophomore. So we'll see how he does throughout the year as he develops.
Yeah, I watched the replay there. Just a great handoff. He hit the perimeter and turned the Jets on. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And you love to see that coming off of the bench. You love to see that from these young guys here.
Absolutely. We eat it all up. Oh, a high snap there on the play. And the quarterback is going to be able to jump on top of it.
Yeah, DeAndre Wines taking some snaps.
Good sportsmanship there from Ryan Van Meter.
I think that's it.
Brian got a little bit of playing time last year. We'll see if he gets some this year. But he did a nice job there getting into the backfield. 2:47 to go and ticking. As you said earlier, Roger, this game is all but over pretty much. But this is a good chance for both these teams' second strings to be able to get some reps in and be able to try out new stuff and make things happen.
Yeah.
Run play up the middle there for Summers County. But tackled by a, what do we call it, a horde of Cavaliers? Or what did you call it earlier?
A gaggle.
A gaggle of Cavaliers.
Yeah, I believe it's a gaggle.
A gaggle.
I like to see the swarm tackling.
I do too. Because if you can get all those guys to the ball, they're not going to be able to get it very far. So that's a huge thing that the Cavaliers coaches have been able to get them to buy into the vision. And yeah, it's a great thing to see. It really is.
That is number 2 taking snaps, it looks like. Wines, hands off.
It is number 2, you're correct. Fumble on the play.
It looks like it's going to be Cavalier football. And
the
he's
Cavaliers
still up.
are going to get out of it.
He is still running.
I can't quite see who that is right off the top of my head, but and it is a fumble return for a touchdown for West.
I think it's number 81.
I can't quite see it yet.
Yeah, I believe it was number 81.
That is going to be number 81. Anthony Martin, the freshman, one of the many freshmen here for this Cavaliers team. Martin was pretty daggone excited when he got into the end zone. I thought he was going to do a backflip there.
So another score from the defense.
Yeah, the Cavaliers are putting more of a staple. One thing you love to see is the fire that this JV team has, if you want to call them that. A lot of their guys, and also now, as we mentioned earlier, more PAT practice here for Mr. Ball. 3 for 7 on the day so far. Can he make it 50% and go 4 for 8?
Lucas Hara fumbled the ball, and he's probably a young player and doesn't get a lot of reps. So
I agree.
He's got to be able to put that in his rearview mirror and move forward, and that's another PAT. I think he's found his mark.
A little bit of a high snap there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as the ball goes through those two uprights. 50, I believe that makes it 52. Yes, 52-12. Cavaliers lead by 40 here at Summers County, and they're going to move to an even 1-1 record on the season. We're going to go ahead and take one last quick break here. This is Matthew Thomas
and Roger Bennett on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Thank you for watching.
One-way towing, the source for all your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
And we are back here at Summers County. The Cavaliers are about to kick it off at only 1:28 to go here on the play clock. But the Cavaliers have dominated, to say the least, here in this game and have their whole JV squad out here. They just got a fumble return for a touchdown by number 81, Anthony Martin. And we're going to have a kickoff by number 32, Peyton Vaughn.
Picked up Braxton Lambert. Dangerous.
Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Lambert not able to make too much happen. Nice tackle there by number 22, Hayden Holiday on the play. We've said a bunch of his name. I wonder if he's related to Ethan Holiday any at all.
Yeah.
He plays like it.
I would say probably some kind of relation there.
Braxton Lambert on the return.
He sure plays like it. I mean, he's playing like a dog for a young man. I believe he's only a freshman this year, so it's good to see another Holiday in the family. Even if it's not Ethan, he's still playing like a dog regardless.
It looks like they're going to run continuous clock here.
Yeah, they are, and that's a good call. Only a minute and a half left on the game clock now before they started doing it. Now there's under a minute left. 52-12 is the score, and that most likely will be your final score unless if we have a fumble, which we will not. Looks like there's going to be a knee by the quarterback, Elijah Franklin.
Yeah, they're just wanting to get out of this one.
Yeah, this is going to be, well, that will be the final score. Don't go anywhere, though, folks. We're going to be doing some post-game stuff. Hopefully we can get some interviews from the coaches as well. All that good stuff. I'm going to do my best to see if I can make my way around the place and get as many interviews.
That is the ball game.
How about a big hand for both teams on a well-played game?
We will also have, see if I can get Matthew's player of the game here in just a few minutes. But the final score of tonight's game is going to be 52-12. The Greenbrier West Cavaliers recover from their loss last week against Roane County, and the Bobcats are going to move to 0-2 to start this young 2026 season. So, Roger, what's a little bit about this game that you have to say? I know I have more to say about it later, but what do you have to say in shorthand for now?
Well, I think that the Cavaliers had a game plan, and they come out and executed that plan. Coming off of an ugly loss in Roane County but a great Roane County team they played, runner-up for state champions last year, and they did absolutely everything they needed to do here tonight versus last week when they were on the losing end of the ball game, and it looked like they tried several things last week, just come up short, and it was a pretty tough loss. But you have to look at that and say, man, this was a great Roane County team that they were playing. And Cavaliers showed up tonight. They played their ball game, executed. I like the play calling. I like the enthusiasm. I like the defensive stands. Only allowing 12 points in this game is pretty huge because Braxton Lambert is an absolute beast on the field, and they all but shut him down. So I thought they done a great job at doing that. We looked like we had some sportsmanship going on, handshaking, both teams on the field. Everything you want to see after a ball game, and we're seeing it here. They're handshakes, congratulations, good game. We hear all that kind of stuff right now. So we will be back with a game recap here shortly. And we have player interviews after our word from our sponsors here. This is Roger Bennett and Matthew Thomas on the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. We'll be back shortly.
Reno Medical Center is located in the heart of Reno and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Reno Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Rinnai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks, along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote for delivery.
Alrighty, guys, we are back on the Greenbrier Valley Channel, and I wanted to pick somebody who had contributed a big-time amount for tonight's game, and dude, there was no other question to me. Mason Ward with 2 receiving touchdowns this evening. Mason, how you feeling after the game, man, and how do you think everything went?
I feel great. After losing to Roane County to bounce back, it's good. Very good.
So, you only being a sophomore this year, coming in as a young man, being able to make plays, you might not be the biggest guy out there on the field, but what's one thing for your mindset that you've been telling yourself coming into these games to be able to make plays and be able to have really secure hands? You reminded me a lot of whenever Tucker Lilly played, being able to make catches even though you're a lot smaller.
Just get ready and listen to the coaches, what they tell me to do.
That's right, man.
Yeah, so you're obviously not a big guy. I'm not a big guy, and you're smaller than me. So
yeah,
I've told my players this for years. It doesn't matter how big you are. It matters how big you play. And son, tonight you played big.
Thank you.
Contributed to this team, and it was a joy to watch you out there on that field. And I think Matthew agrees with that. You were obviously the player of the game for us.
Thank you, sir.
So, and we at the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network, we love bringing guys up and talking to them about the game. What was some of the encouraging words after last week's game that the coaches told you guys?
That we got to bounce back, and we can't let that game bring us down. Just got to keep playing and win.
Absolutely. Keep moving forward, right? It don't matter how many times you get knocked down. It matters how many times you get back up and keep going,
yes,
right?
sir.
So, and I love that. So I'm sure Matthew's got a question for you.
Absolutely. Well, before we let you go, is there any last words that you would like to say to basically tell people how you think the season's going to go, and any motivational words that are keeping you going throughout the season because you guys are such a young team?
Let's go West.
I love it.
I like a few words. I love it. Just go West. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You got a great coaching staff, great looking team. You guys are a young team. No matter what this season brings, the future looks amazing for you guys.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's going to be exciting for us to watch the next couple years, next 3 or 4 years, and even beyond, hopefully. So it was a joy to watch you tonight. You embody Cavalier football. What we saw on the field tonight, I think Matthew agrees with that 100%.
Completely.
So, go Cavaliers. That's
Yes,
what I got to say.
Go Cavaliers. Exactly. Well, Mason, I appreciate you, brother. And you are the Greenbrier Valley Channel Player of the Game.
Thank
So let's
you.
do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, guys. That was Cavalier quarterback, wide receiver, safety. He does it all. Mason Ward. A little bit of everything. Mason, I appreciate you for coming on tonight.
Thank you.
And, go enjoy it with your team, man. Go,
Yes,
go
sir.
celebrate with them, bro.
All right.
We'll
Thank
see you
you,
later,
sir.
big man.
You have a great day.
Yes, sir, brother. Alrighty. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching this week's edition of the Greenbrier Valley Channel. Roger, it was a great week this week. The Cavaliers being able to bounce back on their feet, being able to get a much-needed victory, being able to boost the morale of the team with a 40-point win. But this goes to show you two things. Number one, it goes to show you how good Roane County really was that last week.
Absolutely.
The fact that we bounced back, an 80-point difference. We went from losing by about 40 to now winning by 40.
Yep.
Complete flip-flop. The offensive line and defensive line dominated. Colton Dunbar played great. And then, obviously, to finish off things, Mason Ward and as well Cameron Parker making great plays in the run game.
Right. And a testament to Roane County. They're definitely no slouch team. They are an amazing team. So kudos to the guys for bouncing back. I think it was a great win. They needed it. So here's to the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching this week's edition, week number 2 of the Greenbrier Valley Sports Network. I'm Matthew Thomas.
And Roger Bennett for the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network, and thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you guys next week.